Charles McDonald's. Let me just say this, bro. And I will always defend Jalen Hurts. If they won't, I will. Okay. Um, if WIP won't, if WIP won't defend Jalen Hurts, I fucking will. Okay, because Jalen Hurts don't deserve all this shit that we're giving him, especially on WIP. Guys like Joe Gigolo and all these nincompoops who don't know football shouldn't be on radio stations. Okay, and when I look at all these haters like Charles McDonald's, let's take a look at his list real quick. I got it on my little tablet. You know what I'm saying? Mahomes number one. Okay. Lamar Jackson number two. And this is the problem. Why is Lamar Jackson at number two when he's never been to a Super Bowl? I was talking to a Ravens fan on IG, and he kept on giving me excuses. Well, they didn't have elite defense. That's a lie. They had a great defense. Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, everybody got to play better. No, your quarterback got to play better. This is the problem that I have. This is the problem. All right, let me make sure my YouTube is off. All right, y'all can hear me better. But yeah, they got Mahomes, Jackson once again, and it's like the same fucking stupid ass dumb list that has really no bearing of playoff games. Mahomes is the only quarterback that's been to a Super Bowl, but they hit the exact same list: Mahomes, Jackson, Allen. Y'all don't think outside the box. You don't come up with your ideas. You just repeat shit. I feel like you guys who make lists on stupid, Twitter's, accounts. You just make dumb list after list. How's Mahomes number one, but you put Lamar Jackson in number two? And again, why isn't Jalen Hurts getting respect? And I'll say it again. I will defend Jalen Hurts. If they won't, then fuck them. What did my guy Ec12x say? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I was just listening to him today because I posted something on IG and I used the Ec12x music because Lamar Jackson decided to go after the Eagles YouTuber. And if you don't know, it was MJ. And I want to tell Lamar Jackson straight up, you want to do that to me because I would hurt your feelings. That's how you know Lamar Jackson couldn't survive in Philadelphia. He's getting mad at the Eagles content who didn't disrespect him because you're a fucking loser. And I don't know why Raven fans, honestly, they should honestly be more like us, but they're not. They're more like Cowboy fans because I was talking to a Ravens fan on IG and literally he's giving me excuses. We don't have a defense. You had elite defense. Shut up. We don't have receivers. Lamar has never had a number one. Stop it. Stop it. Lamar has always had weapons around him. Stop making excuses. You like Cowboy fans, bro. And you never hold your quarterback accountable, bro. I'm tired of y'all. I really am. If we're going to sit there and say, well, Jalen Hurts has a superstar, then what does Lamar have? Because I'm tired of that. And when he doesn't win doesn't get to a Super Bowl, you're going to sit there and blame. I know who you're going to blame. You're going to blame the coach. You're going to blame the running back. You're going to blame Jai Alexander for being so-called washed. But you never hold this guy. But anyway, this name Charles McDonald's, a clown. It's absolute horrible list. I advise him never make a list ever again. Just do what you do. Stick your finger up your nose. Stick it up your ass. Whatever the hell you do, because it's not watching football. But let's get into the list, because I ain't going to make a video. This is going to be on live today. I ain't going to make no video react. I'm just going to put it on live. You wanted fame, I'm going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest YouTuber, but hopefully this goes viral to this knucklehead. This is absolutely trash list. Mahomes, Jackson. Okay. Josh Allen, number 3. He got Justin Herbert. Herbert has never won a playoff game. Where's Trevor Lawrence? If you want to put a guy who's won a playoff game, at least put Trevor Lawrence there. Okay. Because at least he won a fucking playoff game. Justin Herbert lost to Trevor Lawrence. Why isn't Trevor Lawrence there? You like putting Justin Herbert there. I'd rather put a guy who actually won a playoff game. At least put Trevor Lawrence there. Because he's at least won a playoff game. Herbert's never won a playoff game, bro. You got Burrow number 5. I'm sorry, Burrow number 4. So you got Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, Burrow, and then you got Herbert. Okay, so you got Burrow, then Herbert. Burrow's missed the playoffs last year. Burrow's never been in the Super Bowl in the last 2 years. Mind you, this is the list, and now one of them is Jalen Hurts. So you got Mahomes, Jackson. Jackson's never been to a Super Bowl. Josh Allen never been to. So you got 4 quarterbacks so far on the list, losers that never been to playoff games, but they got regular season highlights, I guess. Okay, then he got Matthew Stafford at number 5. By the way, Jalen Hurts has beaten Matthew Stafford every time he's played him. 2023 beating him, and he's beaten them 2 times last year. The regular season, he's carved them up with Matthew Stafford as the quarterback, and he's beating them in the playoffs. But I forgot, it was snowing, all right? You know what I'm saying? He got Stafford at number 6. Then he got Prescott. Dak Prescott's trash in the postseason. Dak Prescott versus Jalen Hurts has never beaten him. Fully healthy Jalen Hurts with a real offensive. Dak Prescott can't beat Jalen Hurts. In 2023, we were collapsing. But that first game, Jalen Hurts has outplayed Dak. In a heartbeat, he did. I watched the exact same game. Dak Prescott, only reason why he was close was because Sean Desai was terrible as a defense coordinator. That was the only reason why I was close. Because we would have blew them boys out. Which we're going to show week 1, we're going to blow them out like bums that they are. Dak is, what, 2-7? I'm sorry. Yeah, 2-7. He got 2 wild cards and 7 losses especially in divisional round games and in wild cards. He's the exact same playoff games as Alex Smith. Is Alex Smith a top 10 quarterback too? Does Alex Smith deserve to be on the list too? If Alex Smith was playing, do you think they would put him on the list? Because they love putting Dak Prescott there. Dak Prescott has the exact same playoff games as Alex Smith. Is Alex Smith elite quarterback? No, he's not. So why is Dak Prescott on a goddamn list? He's a bum. A straight out bum. Who's this dude named? Charles McDonald's? Never heard of him. But I hope I don't hear from him ever again. Absolutely trash, garbage, asinine list. And you say you know football. My man, you don't deserve to make a list ever again. Go ahead and just do what you do. Go get a part-time job at Walgreens. Go stock. Go push cards. Do something. Don't ever make a list again. They should be firing you just for being awful at making lists. And this is from where? Entering the 2026 season. So entering the 2026 season, yeah, this is absolute clown shit. How you not putting Jalen Hurts on the list yet? Super Bowl MVP. None of these bums did anything. But you got the only quarterback that's been to a Super Bowl that versed them, who got absolutely outplayed, was Patrick Mahomes. But you got Lamar Jackson. Really? He can't even win a big game. He struggles in big games. He's a choke artist. Same as Josh Allen. Same as Joe Burrow's never been in the Super Bowl in 2 years. Didn't even make the playoffs last year. Herbert is a bum in the playoffs. Where's Trevor Lawrence? You might as well put Trevor Lawrence there, because at least he beat Herbert. Why is he not on the list? Oh, okay. Stafford, I mean, dude, Jalen Hurts beat him. The disrespect is crazy. And then you got to put this bum from Dallas that has the exact same playoff games as fucking Alex Smith. I'm not trying to curse, but I hate stupidity. If you're going to make a list, and I don't mind opinions, but when you say dumb stuff like Dak Prescott is on the top, this is top 10 quarterbacks according to you, you really think Dak is a top 10 quarterback? Oh, he even gets better. At number 8, he puts Geno Smith. Geno Smith is a fucking top 10 quarterback. You must have put Kirk Cousins there. You must have put Sam Darnold there. I'd rather have Sam Darnold on the list than Geno. What the fuck has Geno Smith done? Geno Smith is a bum. Geno Smith has never been a starter. Geno Smith literally isn't even elite. But you have him over. This is over Jalen Hurts. Geno Smith going to 2026. And really, with the Raiders, you think that he's going to prosper into a really good quarterback? Come on, man. Get out of here with that. Then you got Jordan Love. at number 9? Why didn't you put Jared Goff there? Jordan Love is an interception machine. The Packers are not even going to be good this year because I don't think their secondary is going to be elite. They're relying on a receiver to be their corner. They're trying to cross-train a wide receiver to be a cornerback. But okay. And then you got C.J. Stroud, who was awful, had a downgrade from his first year, and then was terrible in the playoffs. Oh, I forgot he had no receivers. Oh, okay. Only when Jalen Hurts has receivers, it's a problem. So you got Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, who can't win playoff games. Okay. Josh Allen, who's a choke artist. Burrow, who's never been in the Super Bowl in 2 years, didn't even make the playoffs last year. You got Justin Herbert, who's an absolute disgrace to even be in the playoffs. Matter of fact, it's not even. I think it's the most overrated quarterback. If you want to be real, you might as well just put Trevor Lawrence there because I'd rather you put a guy who's won a playoff game than that dude. He's never won a playoff game. So you put a guy who has potential big arm but can't win a playoff game. Okay, we threw 4 picks. All right. Stafford. Okay. Why didn't you put Stafford? Like again, Stafford should be higher because he's a Super Bowl. See, I go based on accomplishments. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen should not be on the top 10. When you are supposedly a top 10 quarterback, you're supposed to go to Super Bowls. How is a 2-time MVP, Lamar Jackson, yet he's not in the Super Bowl? Because when in the playoffs, he looks like a different quarterback. Okay. Prescott shouldn't even be on the list. This is absolute trash, man. This is absolute. So Charles McDonald is an absolute joke. You're a fool. I don't know who knows you, but hopefully people don't ever follow him. Absolute shitty list. Why isn't Jalen Hurts a top 10 quarterback? What was the disrespect? You know, it's coming from our radio stations, the guys that we supposed to trust to be our radio stations in Philadelphia, the guys that we listen to on the radio, they're trashing Jalen Hurts, saying that he wasn't great in the playoffs. Too bad they forget that in the snow, you really can't throw the ball because if you throw the ball, like the Bills. You remember when Sean McDermott and Josh Allen tried that against the Bengals? They tried to throw the ball. What happened? They lost. But, you know, common sense is clearly not in sports because if you watch Jalen Hurts and how he played, he did what he was supposed to do. But, you know, I guess, you know, because he didn't light it up against the Rams when it was a fucking blizzard, okay, that everybody forgets that he killed it in the NFC Championship game, destroyed the Commanders. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't put Jaden Daniels in the top 10. I'm surprised. He should have definitely been in there. All right. I mean, if you're going to put how's Prescott better than how's Prescott even on the same level as Jaden Daniels should be there. Jaden Daniels should be at least in Prescott's place. Prescott should not even be on there. Okay. Geno Smith shouldn't be on there. Why is Trevor Lawrence not there? Right? Because you acknowledge quarterbacks who don't win playoff games. Geno Smith's never won a playoff game. Dak Prescott's never been to an NFC Championship game. You have Justin Herbert's never. So you have two quarterbacks that never won a playoff game. Herbert and Geno Smith. Why isn't Jaden Daniels on that list? He's been to the NFC Championship game. Why is Dak Prescott shouldn't even been on the list? This is this got to be a little ass kid. This is terrible. So this man has Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, Burrow, Herbert, Stafford, Prescott, Smith, Love, and Stroud. Why wasn't Jaden Daniels on the list? Prescott shouldn't even be on the list. He's trash in the playoffs. What does Prescott do? Why is Herbert on the list? If you're going to put a quarterback, put Trevor Lawrence there because you like to talk about what quarterbacks did, right? You put Joe Burrow there, who's been out of the playoffs for the last 2 years, hasn't made it to a Super Bowl in 2 years, but you love to talk about the past. Why didn't you put Trevor Lawrence there? He's beaten Justin Herbert. This is a absolute garbage. Sounds like a 10-year-old wrote this in pencil. I mean, it looks like it was written in pencil. I mean, dude, it looks like it was written in pencil, man. Is this the list? Would you write this in pencil? Did you get a pencil and write this out? What is this, man? What is this shit, bro? This is a good list? You throw that shit in the trash, man. It looked like you wrote it in a pencil. Mahomes, okay, I get number one, right? Because Super Bowl, I can get that. But then you got Lamar Jackson. Why isn't Jalen Hurts getting his respect? Jalen Hurts beat the guy that Lamar can't beat. And you would talk about entering 2025 season, Jalen Hurts should be one of them because he won a Super Bowl. See, this is the stupidity that I don't understand. How are you not going to put a Super Bowl MVP on the list? Going into the 2025 season, a Super Bowl MVP is not on the list. Okay. This absolute trash. What, did we lose our offensive line? Did Lane Johnson retire? Did Saquon retire? Did AJ retire? Why is Jalen Hurts on the list? Did Jalen Hurts not win the Super Bowl? I'm sorry, maybe this is fake. But I'm pretty sure he did that. I don't see no Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl hat. I don't see Josh Allen's Super Bowl hat with the Bills. Where's Geno Smith's Super Bowl? Oh, that's right. Okay. What, Justin Herbert? No. Okay. Oh, man. This is absolute trash. Mahomes, Jackson, Allen. Herbert, trash. Stafford, come on, man. Prescott, really? Smith, trash list. Get that out of here in my face, man. Whoever this Charles McDonald, you are officially on the clown list. Go ahead and put a clown suit on. Get your little red nose. Put that on your real nose. Get one of those Party City clown outfits if there is a Party City near you. I'm sure there's a clown, clown hair that you can buy. Put that on your head and stop making quarterback lists. It's an absolute disgrace. When I saw this list, I couldn't believe it. My guy Ray Hine sent it to me. I didn't even know about this, but it's not surprising. These people who claim they know football don't know football. And the ones that do, they don't get talked about. You know what I'm saying? The ones that do don't get enough love, man. Because the ones out here making podcasts talking about Jalen Hurts is a bum. I saw this one dude saying that Jalen Hurts is a bum. How the fuck is he a bum when he's in Super Bowl MVP, knucklehead? Explain to me that one. Because you're not a bum if you've been to 2 Super Bowls back-to-back in the last 2 years. Dak Prescott's a bum. Justin Herbert's a bum in the postseason. But Jalen Hurts is a bum? Anybody calls a Super Bowl MVP is a bum, don't know football. That's like saying, since Kurt Warner really had everything around him, he's a bum. Huh? Did Kurt Warner get this criticism? Did Tom Brady get this criticism? No, he didn't. But you want to get Jalen Hurts this criticism. Why is that? It's an absolute joke, man. These guys make lists, don't know football. They have a peewee high school level of comprehension, low IQ pea brains. And I'm not saying I'm the smartest Eagle fan. I'm not saying I'm the smartest NFL fan. But I know more football than most of these knuckleheads who make podcasts do. Over here on IG, talk about who would you rather have? Would you rather Lamar? I'd rather have the Super Bowl MVP who wins. Give me the quarterback that wins. Because Lamar can't win. Who would you rather have? Would you rather, what the hell what is this, high school? It's high school? What are we going to do? Who would you rather have? I'd rather have a winner. What is this? What is this, high school? What are we going to do? What do we have? Who would you rather have? I'd rather have a quarterback who wins. Shut up and sit down, nerd. Dude, it's always these clowns, man. These clowns, probably out of shape, sitting on a couch. Oh, yeah, I think Jalen Hurts is a bum. You know what I'm saying? With the hold on, man. Hold on. I got to do this to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got to hold on. Oh, yeah, Jalen Hurts don't know football. Jalen Hurts is a bum. Jalen Hurts is a bum, man. Yeah, I know more football than they do. I never played football, but I know more football than they do. It's always these dudes, man, with these chubby ass bellies all the time. Get that pillow. That shit out of here. But I had to make an example out of these people because most of them are overweight, fat as fuck, don't know football, and they over there talking, having their cheeks puffed up like a fucking chipmunk. But you talk about a quarterback that looks is more in shape than you are, and then done more than you did. You got all these haters like Chase Daniels. You got these guys on podcasts thinking they know football, and these goofy ass 20-year-olds that never played football in a lifetime talking crazy, man. How the hell is you going to put Jackson, who's never won a playoff game? We talk about 2025 year, and not one time did you put Jalen Hurts there. Who is this Charles McDonald? Yeah, go ahead and put a clown nose in your honk honk. That's what you is. Geno Smith is going into the season as a 2025 quarterback? Holy shit, man. I never knew that. You either got to be on drugs or stupid juice. One of those two. You got to be dumb to put a guy like Geno Smith, who's on the Raiders. The Raiders ain't going to the Super Bowl. I don't care what you think. Their offense line is trash. Geno Smith is not going to do it. He's a good backup. He's not an elite starter. He's not going to win him a Super Bowl. You're disrespecting a quarterback that won a Super Bowl. Dak Prescott came and won a division round. This is the list according to this knucklehead going to 2025 season. Really? So Jalen Hurts ain't on this list, right? I guess he didn't win the Super Bowl MVP. I mean, you would think you would put a Super Bowl MVP on the list, right? He put Geno Smith and Justin Herbert. Can we see Justin Herbert win a playoff game before we put him on the list? I mean, why is Jaden Daniels not on this? I don't understand it. Listen, and listen, I think Jaden Daniels gets a lot of praise. But my God, if you're going to put a guy who could go into this season, he should be on this list before I put a Prescott on there. I put a Trevor Lawrence there before I put a Justin Herbert there, because at least he's won a playoff game. So you put Mahomes, Jackson, Allen. Same old shit. Same old shit with these idiots. I was going to say nincompoops, but idiots sound better. Brain dead dummies. It's ridiculous, man. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand it. I think it's asinine. I said hi. What's up? How you doing? Sub East One. Eagles for sure. What do you want to be, Eminem? Get your goofy ass on here. Who's this dude? What the wannabe Eminem? Hey, the GOAT, send your ass to, how about you goat your ass out of my stream, man? Send his ass to the timeout chair. Get him up out of here. We don't got time for trolls. Goat your ass off my channel now. Yeah, I am the GOAT. I am the GOAT. You're right. I do look like Eminem. You know what I'm saying? I'm Slim Shady, all that. Get your weird ass out of here, man. I'm Slim Shady. Yeah, look at me. Fuck out of here, man. Slim Shady has, by the way, brown hair, not blonde hair, dummy. Get your goofy ass out of here now. You thought you're funny. But Slim Shady has brown hair. Just give you a reference. Just to give you a fact. He doesn't have blonde hair. Okay? And I'm EC 2 times. While you over there hating it in the comments. That's how you know you're doing something successful. You got a troll. I'm Slim Shady. Yeah, look at me. Now take a picture of that one and get out of my channel, man. Get him up out of here. Send him to the timeout chair. Put him in the corner like a little ass kid. We don't got time for that. Low, Justin Choke Herbert. Sherbert. That's his name. Justin Sherbert. He's soft. We're going to call him Justin Sherbert. We're not calling him Herbert. His name is Sherbert, like the ice cream. Because when he melts, it's in the playoffs. Hurts is 3-0 all-time versus Matthew Stafford. Yep, and he's still not on this. The disrespect is crazy, man. Low, Choker Prescott. Absolutely. He's 2-5 in the postseason. Sorry, I said 2. He's 2-7 now. He's in his 8th year. He's 2-7. He was 2-5. He's 2-7 now. Geno Smith, he hasn't even made the play. No, he hasn't. And that's what makes me mad. The fact that they put guys like Geno Smith, they're willing to sit there and say Jalen Hurts is not good enough. Then we're going to put some guy like Geno Smith. That's how you know it's hatred. Because it's like, bro, you could have put anybody else, but you put Geno Smith. I mean, you it's got to be an idiot, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Geno Smith is better than Jalen Hurts going into the season? How? What world are you living in? Come on, man. Out of here with that. Hurts showed up when it mattered. It's facts. Daniels is better than Herbert, Dak, Geno, Love, and Stafford. I agree. I think Jaden Daniels is definitely better. I want to say Stafford. He said better than Herbert, Dak, Geno. Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think he's better than all of them. Herbert is a bum. He choked in at 27. I agree. Who puts Geno Smith? Whoever this dude named Charles McDonald, I guess. Sounds like a goofy anyway. Just Charles McDonald's. Ba 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 ba. I'm loving it. Fucking weirdo. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't understand people like that. Who hate on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback in the 2 NFC Championship games, won both of them. Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls, lost one and won one. Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback to do it in the last 2 years, because usually those quarterbacks don't make it back, especially in Arizona. He's done something that no other quarterback can do, and that is lose a Super Bowl and get back and win a Super Bowl. In the last 2 years, we've been to 2 Super Bowls with the same quarterback, outplaying the best in Patrick Mahomes, doing what he did and doing even better than what he did in his first time playing against Mahomes in the Super Bowl. When is the disrespect going to stop? Saying he can't throw. No, he needs to throw. When he got 1,000-yard running back. When it stopped Saquon Barkley. And you would have to make Jalen Hurts throw. But the problem is you stop Saquon Barkley, then Jalen Hurts will cook you. They say, well, you know, Saquon really won it. Really? What did he win with the Giants? Oh, that's right. He had to go to an offensive line. He had to go to a team that was already stacked. No respect to Saquon, but he had to. And the same people were saying that he is this elite running back weren't saying this when we signed him. Colin Coward saying you don't pay a washed up. They look at the highlights and the glory lights, but they don't look at Saquon. He's not what you think. Oh, really? Look like elite running back to me. That was just terrible with the Giants organization because the Giants are trash. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jalen Hurts made Saquon better. People don't get it. When you have a quarterback that can pull it and run it, and you don't know if he can, because people got to forget, Jalen Hurts is a guy who can pull it. And when he does, you saw what he did against the Rams. Rams fans love mentioning Saquon tore them up. So did Jalen do. Jalen was able to tore you up with that first touchdown when he ran over your defense. You weren't winning it. I like how Ram fans said we were going to win it. We could have, would have, should have, but you didn't. You fumbled the ball. Stop blaming the snow and blame the fact that y'all didn't come prepared. You weren't winning in that game. And if it was sunny, we would have blew you the fuck out. That's what I understand. We would have destroyed the Rams. It would have been a 50 burger on the head. We would have did them probably worse than what we did to the Commanders, man. They couldn't fuck with us. When Quinion went out, that's when they started scoring. But when Quinion was in the game, they were limited. They couldn't move the ball. They struggled getting the passing going. They struggled running the ball in general. It only took into Quinion Mitchell went. That's when they started going on top against picking on guys like Isaiah Rodgers and then Darius Slay. But other than that, they weren't doing nothing when Quinion was in the game. It was over with if Quinion plays. So it is what it is, man. Jalen Hurts is the first quarterback to go back to the Super Bowl after yeah. This McDonald is an idiot. All right. He put Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, Burrow, Herbert, Stafford, Prescott. I mean, Prescott shouldn't even be a top 10 quarterback, man. What has he done? If we talk about going to the season, Prescott should not be in the list. How you on the list, but you're not even going. You don't even know what he's going to be. He's coming off an injury. He's coming off a hamstring torn injury So he's not even going to be fully healthy. And his offensive line has question marks. But you think that he's going to be a top... Come on, man. Making me fucking mad. I'm about to throw this goddamn hat. But I don't want to throw this goddamn hat because the hat didn't do nothing. This dummy did something to me. You know, so he have to make me mad. I hate these guys, man. I hate biased weirdos who make quarterback lists and don't know football. I don't understand how you put a guy like Geno Smith. Geno Smith is a bum. No, he's not a bum. I'll take that back. He's a good quarterback he's average good quarterback, but he's not elite. He's not a top 10. I mean, come on, man. Are we serious right now? Geno Smith has never made it in the playoffs, bro. I don't get it, man. You know what I'm saying? He put Justin Herbert. Again, Justin Herbert, they talk about his arm strength. They say how talented he is. But when it comes to playoff games, all that talent means nothing. And I don't think he's really talented. I watched him. I don't think he's that. I think he's overrated as hell. I don't think he's elite like everybody claims he is. I think he's overhyped a lot of times. He misses a lot of wide open receivers a lot of times. His placement sometimes is not there. I don't know what they be watching. But when I watch Justin Herbert, I watch a guy that I don't see anything special. I really don't. I see a quarterback that's reckless, that doesn't know how to throw the ball correctly to the right spaces, tries to force balls in, plays hero ball a lot, but has a big arm. They forget all that. I don't understand it. We got an entire West Coast connection in our fan base out there. Jaden, we create that home field in LA when the Rams can't load. Yeah, I think you talk about him. Geno Smith's top 15. No, he's not. And what? Yeah, I mean, I think so. I agree. But he's not top 10. Herbert is a bum. He choked a 27. Yeah. And he choked the game to the Houston Texans who had injuries. He just trashed and never won that playoff game. They had that defense already playing good with the Chargers. He just blew it. But you remember, everybody wants to make excuses for Justin Herbert. He has no receivers. He don't deserve any. Why would you give him receivers? He can't throw the ball to the right players. He doesn't deserve any. He's a bum. I wouldn't give if I was the GM, I would trade Justin Herbert so fast. If I was just John Harbaugh, I would ask for a new quarterback. I'm dead ass serious. Those quarterbacks don't win. You're never going to win a Super Bowl with Justin Herbert. Never. Unless you officially make him limited. But then you do that, then we got to discuss, well, then he's another Jalen Hurts according to everybody, right? He's a game manager, right? He's supposed to be elite, right? You're not supposed to dumb it down for him, right? Right? Because they criticize Jalen Hurts because he doesn't pass the ball too much. I listened to Joe Gigolo and his stupid ass today. By the way, Elliot Shurburg, I got to give him some love, man. I got to look at him different because he held his own when he went against Joe Gigolo. Joe Gigolo and all these morons on WIP talk about Jalen Hurts does it. He wasn't great. What are you talking about? What playoff game did you think he was supposed to be great at? Well, in the Rams, you mean the snow blizzard game when you really couldn't even see the fucking field? That's how you know these guys don't know football. Why would you throw it in a freaking snow blizzard? You dumb ass. Moron. You don't throw in a snow blizzard, idiot. You run the ball. You want to ask McDermott and Josh Allen how that went when they try to throw the ball against Eagles in the snow blizzard? How did it work out for them? They lost. That's how you know people don't know football in Philadelphia, especially the radio station hosts. Joe Gigolo should not even be on the radio station doing anything. I don't care how famous he is. He's an idiot. You get mad at the quarterback for not throwing. I'm sorry. So you expect him to throw in blizzard, but then when he throws a pick, then you're going to cry. Then you blame him. It's like in 2023. They keep on saying I keep seeing some of these dumbass Eagle fans on comments say he the most interceptions. No, he did not have the most interceptions. He was the fourth. You know who had the most interceptions? Josh Allen. Go do your fucking research before you decide to make a dumbass statement saying that he had most interceptions in 2023. No, he did not. Josh Allen did. That's why they fired the offensive coordinator because they blamed him instead of that little quarterback that y'all hyped up, saying he's top 3. When he was leading in interceptions, fumbles, and was overthrowing receivers. Don't do that. All you got to do is look up who had more interceptions in 2023. It will pull up Josh Allen. So when you fucking idiots say Jalen Hurts had more you don't know shit. Shut up, sit in the back like a good boy, and zip your mouth. Be a good boy and sit down, pick your nose and do whatever you want, and shut the hell up and let real people who know football talk. You clowns say anything without any facts. Jalen Hurts had the most interceptions in 2023. Josh Allen did. I'm tired of hearing that too. I had to address it. Like someone told me at work, Jalen Hurts is a bum. How the hell is he a bum? He's a Super Bowl MVP. Get your weird ass out of here. Don't come and work and try to troll me to where he's a bum. You're a 49ers fan. Get your goofy ass out of here. Go worry about Brock Purdy not choking in the fucking Super Bowl. You losing ass fucking franchise. You crybaby pussy ass fan base. Weenie ass fan base. You never won a Super Bowl since Joe Montana and Steve Young was your quarterbacks, bro. If you don't go sit your 90 ass with the Dallas Cowboys, ring ass counting motherfuckers, whatever you want to call it, you haven't won shit since them damn 90s, bro. If you don't go sit down and shut up, at least I saw a team win currently. You haven't. 49 fans talking. Last time I checked, you were in the basement last year in Cancun. I had a Slackers fan at work tell me I can't speak because we just started winning. Tell that Packers fan built to act. Last time I checked, he was out to play. Packer fans are another one. Packer fans telling there's some Packer fans at work giving me a smirk. Why are you giving me a smirk? We about to beat your ass week 10. You ain't beating us. I don't know who y'all think you is. You don't got Alexander anymore. You're toast. A.J. Brown's going to have a field day on y'all. You better go get Jalen Ramsey. You better go get Jalen Ramsey now. If I'm the Packers, you better go get a corner. Go get Asante Samuel Jr. or go get a corner now. Because you ain't beating the Lions without you trying to convert a receiver to a corner. You ain't going to go win your division. The Lions will. Again. And they will choke again. But then they will disrespect Jalen when he goes and wins another Super Bowl. They'll still put Josh Allen, Lamar. He'll win 2 Super Bowls and they'll still say, Jaden Daniels is better. He just had nothing to write. Shut up. After he regressed. Then they'll put guys like Caleb Williams had a great year. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of dummies. You don't know football. Just be a good boy and sit back and let the experts do the talking. You're not an expert. Just because you got a damn podcast don't mean you know football. I'm tired of these goofy-ass weirdos on podcasts. I don't care how many subscribers you got. You probably paid for them. Because there's no way there's no way that these guys, some of these guys that I watch on IG have that many subscribers. And they talk this stupid. But I'm not surprised they got many subscribers. You know why? Because they don't even keep it real. They say what everybody wants to hear. If you tell everybody what they want to hear, then you'll get 1,000 subscribers for sure. Say Lamar Jackson is the greatest quarterback you ever seen. No, he's not. He's a bum in the playoffs. He's not the greatest quarterback you ever seen. You must be a newbie. You must be a new generation. Generation X. Lamar's not the greatest quarterback you ever seen. What is he great of? Choking in playoff games? He's Donovan McNabb, just without the Super Bowl appearance. Why don't you go watch Donovan McNabb and see how good he was oh, that's right, he choked. Like Lamar. I call him Lamar and McNabb. For now, we're not calling him Jackson. We throwing that out. His name is Lamar McNabb. Because when I watch him, just like Donovan McNabb, great athletic quarterback, makes Super Bowl, makes spectacular throwing plays in the regular season. When it comes to playoff games, he chokes. Oh, I can't even call him McNabb. You know why? Because McNabb went to the NFC Championship game 3 times. and it's been to a Super Bowl. I can't even call you that. So I'm going to have to call you something lower than that. You ain't Michael Vick. No, we're going to have to call you something lower than that. We're going to have to call you, who's a quarterback that's choked every time? I mean, shit. There's been plenty. You know what I'm saying? The dude can't even read a defense, and they over there talking about Lamar's a superstar. This one weirdo does film on the Eagles. I don't know why he does film on the Eagles. He talks about Kellen Moore's a great offensive coordinator, but doesn't even acknowledge the quarterback made Kellen Moore this good. Kellen Moore got a job because of Jalen. But this guy went to a Kellen Moore, great call it. Shut the fuck up. Why you over there sucking dick over Lamar and saying he's a superstar quarterback because he made a regular season throw that any quarterback can make with that offense on that supposedly is so terrible. These dudes be sucking so much dick, bro. I'm tired of these weirdos, man. Get Lamar and Josh Allen out your fucking mouths, bro. You can breathe, bro. Pause. No, but some of them are weird, dude. I don't even think I can say pause because some of them are that weirdos that they would literally do it. Here's these weirdos. Justin Herbert, yeah, Justin Herbert, yeah, Lamar Jackson, shut up, man. They losers. Jaden Daniels. Fucking goofy ass, weird ass, fucking zesty ass, fucking weirdos on podcasts. Seriously, probably, doing this all day in their little room, in their little bedroom with a Lamar poster. Wouldn't surprise me. Fucking idiots. You know what I'm saying? Don't know football. Give the quarterback respect. You won't, I will. He's better than Lamar. He's better than John. Why? Because he's beaten them. He's beaten them. He's been to a Super Bowl. Lamar can't say that. Then Lamar had, first of all, let me get on Lamar's ass, man. Listen, bro. You have no room to talk. Okay? You're on MJ's podcast about be a fan. Let me tell you something, bro. We're not Raven fans. You came to Philly and you play like that, you would have been gone. That's when people make me so mad when they say Lamar can play in Philly. Really? Because he got so triggered as an Eagle fan called him out. He wouldn't last 2 days in Philadelphia. They would look how they're ripping Jalen Hurts right now for absolutely doing nothing but winning a Super Bowl. You think they're gonna put up with a 2-4 fucking record, choking, throwing picks, fumbling the ball? Raven fans won't hold you accountable. Eagle fans will. We will compare you to other quarterbacks if you were in Philadelphia. You wouldn't win a Super Bowl in Philadelphia. You would be out of Philadelphia. You'd be the next Carson Wentz. You'd be the next who else? Who else the quarterback McNabb. You would be a laughingstock in Philadelphia. We would be praising you as a great regular season quarterback, but we say, damn, this guy fucking sucks in the playoffs. Howie Roseman would have been trading this dude, man. And this dude demanded top money. This is the same dude, by the way, Lamar Jackson, who demanded money or he wanted to be traded. How dare you? But you can act, though. You could go pew-pew in the acting movie, but you can't win a fucking playoff game. You can't be Pat and Josh, but you can act. You do better acting than actually playing quarterback when it comes to playoff games. But you want to get mad at Eagles content creator because you suck in the playoffs? Because you're terrible in the playoffs, bro? How you a 2-time MVP, but you never been to a Super Bowl, my man? Every quarterback that's been an MVP twice on that list, you the only quarterback that's never been a Super Bowl appearance yet. And you're 28, dude. So you want to come at the Eagle fans. You don't want to do that, bro. Go back and do with Baltimore Raven fans because they won't hold you accountable. They're like Cowboy fans. They are definition of Cowboy fans. Blaming their coach. You mean John Harbaugh, a Super Bowl head coach, who's actually taking a lesser quarterback, Joe Flacco? Joe Flacco was a Super Bowl MVP with John Harbaugh. You do know that, right? Why, what did you forget? John Harbaugh's won a Super Bowl with the Ravens, but Raven fans blaming him. No, how about you blame your quarterback? Because I ain't going to lie to you. If that coach won me a Super Bowl before that quarterback came to Philadelphia, I wouldn't be saying that quarterback is not the problem. Quarterback's not the problem. No, I'd be saying the quarterback must be the problem. Because why is Joe Flacco winning the Super Bowl with that coach, but you can't? Well, he's no receivers. Stop all that, man. The man had OBJ. Well, Raven fans want to tell me on IG he was past his prime. Shut up, man. You make excuses. You're like Cowboy fans. You and the Cowboy fans need to come up with the most excuses for our quarterbacks this year. Let's throw most excuses for our quarterbacks and why we can't honor the fact that our quarterback just sucks in playoff games. Lamar's a bum in the playoffs, man. He's a choke artist, and he will never win a Super Bowl with the Ravens. I'm telling you right now, he will get to a Super Bowl. He's going to be Donovan McNabb. I already know who he is. Everybody wants to tell me that I was wrong for saying Lamar is not. No, Lamar's not elite. Elite goes to Super Bowls. But they want to say Jalen Hurts has everything around him. So does Lamar. Lamar had a top 10 defense that year. In 2023, he had an elite defense. Your defense was on the field more times than your actual quarterback putting points on the board. Don't blame your defense. Blame your fucking quarterback. Because when your quarterback was turning over the ball, that's when he should have showed up and showed he was an MVP, not in the regular season. So I would take a lesser guy who don't show up in regular season games, but in playoff games, he's clutch. So I'll take a Jalen Hurts all day because I don't care about the regular seasons. What you do in the postseason is going to determine how I look at you. Lamar is a bum in the playoffs. I want you to repeat after me. Stop doing this. Stop dick riding Lamar. It's okay to criticize poor Lamar. We know he's a little bitch who can't handle criticism. Calling that Eagle fans, call it yourself, bro. Call it the fact you can't beat Mahomes. Call it yourself for throwing interceptions and fumbling the ball. Call your fact that you can't even win an AFC Championship game when the Chiefs were that bad. You suck in the playoffs, bro. And I would love for you to respond to me. I will hurt your feelings badly. You would block me. Because I ain't going to play around with you. MJ shot to him. That's him. If he wants to give you credit, tell me he's the best quarterback I've ever seen. No, he's not the best quarterback. He's great in the regular season. He's ass in the playoffs. I like winners. I don't like losers. I don't like guys who lose playoff games. And Baltimore got a loser. Josh Allen's a loser in the playoffs. Justin Herbert's a loser in the playoffs. I don't care about regular season. Fuck the regular season. What do you do in the playoffs? Don't tell me, well, he don't have everything around him. Lie. Lamar has everything around him to win a Super Bowl. He chokes. He chokes. Don't say you don't have a defense. It's a lie. We can pull up the results. I can go on StreamYard right now and type in Lamar's defense, and I bet you it was better than what Jalen Hurts had. He had a number one defense that year. He fumbled the bag. All he had to do was not turn on that ball, but he did it. But they want to blame Mark Andrews. How dare you? Mark Andrews ain't the reason why you lost. Your quarterback, your 2-4 fucking postseason choke artist quarterback lost you that game. Everybody else but Lamar. They're like Cowboy fans, man. Raven fans are Cowboy fans. They're Cowboy fans. They claim that they're hard on the team. No, you're not. You're soft. You're weenies. Let him be in Philadelphia and see how fast we would respond to him with that playoff loss. It would be a bad year for Lamar. Lamar wouldn't be doing no acting. He'd be crying, hoping for a trade. You know what I'm saying? But you don't give your quarterback any criticism. And Raven fans want to tell me, this Raven fan want to tell me he gives his quarterback criticism. Well, everybody got played better. I'm a Ravens fan. I don't give a fuck what you are. You could be a Patriots fan, a Panthers fan, anybody. You're making excuses why Lamar can't do it. Well, he don't have a defense. That's an excuse. Because he had a defense, a number one defense. Remember, he wanted to be the highest paid quarterback. He wanted his money, or he wanted to be traded because his feelings got hurt. Because the Ravens were hesitant to pay him because they knew he was a choke artist. But they had to pay Lamar, so now he has to suck it up and stop crying. You wanted the bag, now shut up. This is what happens when you get the bag. You don't get to have a team around you. Why you demand a top money and you're a fucking bum in the house? You've been to the AFC Championship game and you lost. You lose to the same quarterbacks. If my quarterback lost to the same quarterbacks, then this Raven fan want to tell me, well, the AFC is harder. How the hell is it harder when Jim Hunt just beat Mahomes? What is harder? Then maybe your quarterback is just not good enough. Then you're pretty much fucked. It's harder? You don't think the NFC East is harder? You don't think Jaden Daniels was about to go to Super Bowl until the Eagles stopped him? Did you not forget another quarterback from the NFC East was in the NFC Championship game? But that's not hard. Lamar would have lost to Jaden Daniels, bro, if he was our quarterback. Let's be real. Let's be real. Josh Allen would have lost to Jaden Daniels if he was our quarterback. Trust and believe that one. Justin Herbert would have definitely lost to probably fucking Jordan Love in the first round. Lamar would have never beaten Jaden Daniels in the Eagles uniform. Never would have. You don't want to know why? Because all they had to do was shut down his run, and he cannot read a defense. That is Lamar's problem. They claim Jalen Hurts can't read a defense, but I just watched film where he's reading defense. He's calling out the plays. But he can't read defense. Okay. Make that make sense to me. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. It's ridiculous, man. Jaguar, man, yeah, Cam Newton sucked in the Super Bowls. Cam Newton's another choke artist, but he's been to a Super Bowl. If you're going to put guys elite, man, at least get them to at least make sure they're in the Super Bowl. I'm tired of these guys dick sucking some of these quarterbacks, man. And they weirdos, man. These guys are 20-year-olds, my age, over there jacking off to Lamar, and it's fucking pathetic, bro. What is you, gay, man? What is you, a homophobia? Like, I don't care who you are. Just come out of the closet, bro. Because y'all be doing a lot of this, man. You've been doing a lot of this. And it's really sad, bro. You can breathe, dude. You don't got to be a dick rider, man. You can be honest and say Lamar is a choke artist. It's okay to say Jalen Hurts is better than him. But you want to be the popular. You want to be the popular person. You don't want to say what you really want to say. You don't want to say that because you might get criticized. I don't give a fuck about being criticized. Lamar ain't better than Jalen. Shut up. How's he better when he can't win a Super Bowl? How's he better than when he can't even get to a Super Bowl? How are you an MVP and can't get to a Super Bowl? Every quarterback that's on the list has been to a Super Bowl. Steve Young, Montana, Brady. Yeah, you can't get there. That's pathetic. Daniel's already accomplished just as much as Allen. Lamar. I agree. Lamar will never win a Super Bowl, man. Josh Allen will never win a Super Bowl. These guys are not going to win Super Bowls. I don't care how much talent you get around them. You know who your quarterback is by year 6. Lamar is what he is. I've been telling people that. But Raven fans ain't going to listen to me. The haters ain't going to listen to me. They're going to say, if you put Lamar on the Eagles, we're going home. We don't get old Lombardi. I don't care how much you think that Lamar is not winning in Philadelphia. He can't even take criticism. An Eagle fan called him out, and he couldn't even take it. He responded and talking about, you can't talk about, who the hell is you? We're fans. We're fans. We pay you. Just let you know, without us, you don't get paid, knucklehead. So when you suck on the field, thank God you ain't my quarterback, because I would be miserable having you in my quarterback. But when you suck for the Raven fans and they got to defend your weird ass, just remember who pays you for real. The fans. The fans that support you when you fumble the ball, when you have a lead, a 10-point lead. Remember that, Lamar. Lamar McNabb. Lamar Choke Jackson. Lamar Sloppy Joes. You fold. If I was your GM, I would have never got Jaxander. Oh, go get Jax. Man, fuck. Who the hell is you? You don't win shit. Who is you? I don't know why your GM would go out and get you more weapons. You can't win with the weapons you have now. You don't deserve it. If I was your GM, I would say, fuck you. Straight up, fuck you. Go win me a Super Bowl first. Then I'll think about it. You want Jaxander? Why? You ain't going to win a playoff game. You ain't going to go to the Super Bowl. You're going to get to an AFC Championship game. You're going to choke. Why would waste Jaxander's time? Jaxander's stupid for going to Baltimore. because he should know who Lamar is. How are you saying you want to go a winner, but you go to a losing organization? Jack Zander will never win a ring. He cursed himself. He should have stayed in Green Bay if that was the case. They have a better shot going to the Super Bowl than Lamar does. I'm sorry. Lamar will never get to a Super Bowl. I'm telling you right now, if he gets to a Super Bowl, he's going to lose right away. Hopefully it's the Eagles. If he plays the Eagles, he's done. He's not beating them. You can book it right now. If the Eagles play Josh Allen and Lamar, they're not beating the Eagles. You better hope your boy Patty Mahomes is back. The guy that owns you in the playoffs. Which I expect every year that Patrick Mahomes will be back. I know a lot of people say Mahomes is going to fall apart. No, he ain't. Knowing that Mahomes is in that Chiefs uniform, they will be back in the Super Bowl. Because Mahomes will beat and outplay his normal quarterbacks that he plays. The Josh Allens, Lamars, the Burrows. Even though Burrow beat him and went to a Super Bowl. Lamar can't even do that. Lamar will never beat Josh Allen. Never came and beat Josh Allen. How the hell is he going to beat Mahomes? Come on, man. Make that make sense for me. Lamar will never get to a Super Bowl. He has to go through Patty. And he got to go through Josh. And he can't even beat them. He can't even beat them even in his home. Home field advantage, and you struggle. He's Donovan McNabb. Lamar McNabb. Lamar McNabb should be his name. Change from Jackson to McNabb. McNabb Jr. McNabb. Lamar McNabb. That's your name, Lamar McNabb. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson is grown. He's 30 years old and throwing temperatures over criticism. Yeah. He is. He is. And it's like, bro, we can get to your head like that, man. You're definitely not winning play. I mean, if you can get to Lamar like that, what do you think people can do on the field to him? That's how you know your quarterback's weak-minded. When an Eagle fan can sit there and troll Lamar, make a video about Lamar, and Lamar's sitting there coming out with, oh, how are you going to talk shit, but you're a fan. Stay in the fans' place. Like, who is you? We can talk whatever we want. I can say you suck. You suck, bro. The fact that they call you elite is disgraceful. It's pitiful. I wish Raven fans wouldn't even acknowledge your excuses. How many times they don't even give you half of the shit you deserve. Who is you? You are a laughingstock, bro. You don't win Super Bowls. You don't go to two Super Bowls. Who is you? How you elite and you haven't been to how you an MVP and never been to a Super Bowl, bro? Everybody else can fold you like a lawn chair. Only thing you can do is juke. You can't really read a defense properly. Who is you, Lamar? Lamar McNabb? Who is you? Who the hell is you? Who is you to tell any fan that can't criticize you? You weak-minded, bro. That's how you know you ain't going to win no Super Bowl, Lamar. He's weak-minded. He already is starting to feel the pressure. It gets to him when you talk about his playoff record. Oh, it does. Well, then play better. Stop choking, Lamar. Stop throwing picks, Lamar. Stop throwing the ball when you have a lead, Lamar. Raven fans ain't going to tell you this, but I will, because I'm an Eagle fan, but I keep it real. Lamar's a choke artist. Lamar, how about you not fumble the ball in the snow to Von Miller when you have a 10-point lead and your defense is winning you the game? And all you had to do was not turn over the ball. But yet you fumble because you're a choke artist, Lamar. Lamar McNabb. I hope you respond to me. I hope you do, because I will hurt your feelings. You think MJ hurt your feelings? Watch me. Watch me. Hold my beer, MJ. I got this. I don't even know him like that. But dude, I will hurt Lamar's feelings. He wouldn't like me. I sent him a message. I said, how dare you criticize an Eagle fan? You were bum in the playoffs. 2-4. You were choke artist. Oopsie daisy. Another Lamar mistake. Let's blame everybody else but little Lamar. You an MVP, but never been to a Super Bowl. Your GM should have got rid of you by now. If I was your GM, I would look to trade you, honestly. You want to be traded? Cool. We want 3 first-round picks. You could take them. Oh, you're ridiculous. You wouldn't trade Lamar. You damn right I will. He's a loser in the playoffs. I like winners. You can't win with a playoff choker. I don't care how much talent you have around him. I don't care how much I don't care if he runs a 4.3 speed. He's a choke artist. And the fact that Lamar, you let an Eagle fan get to you, that's how I know players can get to you right off the spot. That's why I know why your record is the way it is. If Lamar is that butthurt because a fan called him out, that is not his fan base, then, my God, he wouldn't last in Philadelphia. You think he's lasting in Philadelphia? No, I don't think so. Jalen Hurts is able to take criticism. Lamar can't take criticism. Lamar is a clown. Lamar is a guy that doesn't understand that he's 20 years old. He acts like a child. He acts like he's still a rookie. He has not grown up. He's still out here acting. He's buying chains. He's talking about these cool quotes. Talking about, well, we took it personal. You did? You should have took it personal last year. How about the day before last year? How about the fact that you had a home field advantage and you choked against Mahomes in the AFC Championship game? Oh, no, I'm sorry, you went to Kansas City and you were supposed to beat them. That was your year. You're supposed to go to the Super Bowl. But you didn't. You could have beaten the 49ers, but yet Mahomes had to do it. And then this year, chance to be playing against Pat. You couldn't even beat Josh. Josh owns you. Pat owns you. Anybody with a real defense owns you. Lamar's a choke artist. How dare he criticize an Eagle fan? You don't want to be criticized? Play better. Don't blow leads in big games. Lamar McNabb. All you need is a Super Bowl loss, and you're Donovan McNabb again. That's all you is. Donovan McNabb with real legs that can run. McNabb can run, but problem was with him was he choked. He made dumb mistakes in postseasons, playoff games. He regular season great quarterback, MVP, all that. But when it came to playoff games and Super Bowls, that was the McNabb we saw. We didn't see the McNabb in the regular season. That is Lamar. I'm sorry to bust your bubble, Raven fans. He's Donovan McNabb. You got a Donovan McNabb. You know what I'm saying? Donovan McNabb. He's Donovan McNabb, man. He's a loser in the playoffs. And I'm tired of these people trying to hype him up. Lamar's a choke artist. Don't say he's elite. Elite goes to Super Bowls. Well, then this Raven fan went, bro, then people would tell me, well, you think every quarterback goes to Super Bowl? When you are Lamar Jackson, you're supposed to go to a Super Bowl. You're supposed to get one of them rings. You're supposed to get one of these hats. It's expected. Especially when you've been an MVP twice. You this guy that promised you were going to bring the Ravens. Remember, he promised the Ravens he was going to win a Super Bowl. That promise has been not kept. Remember, he said, oh, bet when we get there, I'm going to win the Super Bowl. No, you didn't. You should have promised him you were going to go 2-4. That's how you know this guy is a full of shit, man. He broke his promise to Ravens fans. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson will fumble as long as he's in the play. He is. He's Donovan McNabb. I don't care what anybody says. Lamar is not winning the Super Bowl in Philadelphia. You put Lamar Jackson on the Eagles, he's losing round 1 versus Jordan Love. He's losing round 1 versus whoever. What was it? What are we playing? He's losing to the Daniel Jones and the Giants. I'm dead ass serious. Lamar will never win a Super Bowl for the Ravens. I don't know why Ravens fans can't see it. Your quarterback's a choke artist. Your quarterback's a loser in the playoffs. You can talk about regular season highlights all you want, but when it comes to playoff games, your quarterback disappears. He's not Lamar that you see in the regular season. He's the opposite. He's Donovan McNabb. Lamar McNabb. He's out here trying to troll Eagle fans. Maybe you should troll yourself. Don't troll us. We have a Super Bowl hat. We got a quarterback. I don't know about Raven fans. Maybe Raven fans should look at you and say, dude, why are you talking to Eagle fans? How about you focus on your work, Lamar? Maybe you should call up Jalen Hurts and ask how to beat Patty, how to beat Josh, because you failed to do that. It's ridiculous, man. This guy's a loser in the playoffs. I'm tired of people overhyping him, man. I'm tired of it, bro. Lamar McNabb, that's your name. We're not calling you Jackson. You're Action Jackson. Action Jackson, my ass. Your name is choke artist Lamar. Little Lamar McNabb. Flashy Action Jackson, whatever the fuck they say. Yeah, he's flashy until the playoffs come. Then he flashes right back to reality. To a fumbling, oopsie daisy, my fault. Oh no, I'm sorry, everybody else's fault. Where's your excuse here? Poor me. Like the fact that your quarterback's out here and you're a Ravens fan and you seen him act. If we had a quarterback like that, I would be screaming on live, embarrassing him. Any Eagle YouTuber would not appreciate a quarterback on the Eagles. If Jalen Hurts was like Lamar and he choked and you saw him in the acting movie, we'd be saying, bro, are you serious? There'd be no way in hell we would put up with that. If Jalen Hurts did that, oh, it would be hell and filthy. You think that you deserve to act? What the hell you do? You don't deserve to be in movies. What the hell you do? You act more than you play in the playoff games. Why do you act in, Lamar? How about you act in regular season? You act in regular, oh, that's right. You act in regular season games. You put on a show, right? For everybody to hype up the Ravens, right? Just for you to fall apart and forget your role in the playoffs. Oh, okay. So you're really an actor, huh? Because you love acting when it comes to regular season games, right? You show all these highlights, but then when it comes to playoff games, you don't show up. So you really are an actor. Okay. Lights, cameras, action. You know what I'm saying? Lamar the actor. I am so glad he's not my quarterback. I'm so glad that he's not my quarterback. I'm so thankful we traded that pick to the Ravens. Thank you for not giving us this bum. I am so glad that I got Jalen Hurts. I will take a Jalen Hurts any day over Lamar. I'm dead serious. I don't care what anybody says. Give me a guy who wins the games. I would not appreciate a loser in the playoffs game. I don't care how regular season he looks. If he did this in the regular season, I'd be like, all right, what do you do in the playoffs? I'd be looking you sideways with one eye going like, can he win in the playoff game? That's exactly what my message would be. I don't care about regular season. Wait until the playoffs, and then we'll see if we have a quarterback. But yeah, Raven fans, they don't see that. They're like Cowboy fans. But I swear, the Baltimore Cowboys, delusional ass fan base, delusional about the Orioles, thinking they have a chance. These Oriole fans, these are Raven fans too, by the way. They actually think they have a World Series chance. Bro, our team is, and I'm an Orioles fan, but this team is terrible. But they over there talking, we're going to the World Series. In what world? Just like we're going to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow and win one. In what world? They don't know football. You know what I'm saying? Some do, but I haven't met them. The ones who that don't hold Lamar are the ones I question. How do you not hold your quarterback accountable? Why is the excuse continue for Lamar Jackson? What does he need to get over the hump? I keep saying to man, if he needs a perfect offense around him to win like Jalen, then he's not better than Jalen. Then you just really make yourself look stupid and you really make yourself look like a hypocrite. Because if these quarterbacks need everything like they say, because when I hear someone say Josh Allen needs an A.J. Brown, no, he don't. Because according to you, he's better than Jalen. So if he needs everything around him like Jalen Hurts, then he's not elite. Stop saying he's elite then. Stop saying he's superior. Superior goes to win Super Bowls with the talent they have around him. Because you criticize Jalen, and see, I use this back at them. Because they say Jalen Hurts needs everything around him. Jalen Hurts has a super team. But then they say Josh Allen don't have that. Well, Josh Allen don't need that. Right? Because Jalen Hurts is just a bum with a real super team, right? Because everybody said we won with a super team. Which one is it? Does Josh Allen need a super team to win a Super Bowl? Or is he elite? Which one is it? Because y'all say Jalen Hurts ain't elite. So Josh Allen can't be elite either. If he needs everything around him, then stop calling him elite. Stop saying Lamar's elite. Right? Because you can't have it both ways. You can't say a quarterback's elite like Lamar, but then you say he needs everything around him. No, then he's not elite then. But then you want to put him in the elite category. You want to say he's better than Jalen Hurts. But he can't even win a Super Bowl. He can't even get there. And he's 2-4 and he's McNabb Jr. How is Lamar elite when he don't go to Super Bowls? But Jalen did. But you say he's not elite. You say he needs everything around him. But then you want Lamar. I mean, you make no sense. Which one is it? Because I'm trying to understand. When I see people talk about Jalen Hurts everything around him, well, every quarterback needs everything around him. But then you say, whoa, he's not elite. Then he's a bum. Well, then why are you saying Lamar is elite? If Lamar needs everything around him. Because Lamar has everything around him to win. Lamar is in no excuses. If he don't win this year, I better not hear one fucking excuse. But you know you're going to hear it. I'm not even going to say it because you know you're going to hear it. It's never going to stop Lamar. The Ravens will trade Lamar in the next 5 years, and they will still make excuses. The Ravens didn't do him any good. What? The Ravens didn't do him any good. He will go to a bit. He will make this team better. Shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Like Deshaun Watson hype. Deshaun Watson's a top 5 quarterback. Remember all that? Deshaun Watson, the Eagles would win the Super Bowl. How's he doing in Cleveland? Oh, that's right. The Houston Texans were a lot better without him, right? They made it further than him, right? 28 years old and you won a car and Eagle fan out. Get your weird ass out of here, man. Action Lamar McPuke. That's your name, Lamar McPuke, because you make people throw up when they have to defend you. I know it does. I know it makes Raven fans sick to themselves when they have to defend this fucking bum in the playoffs. You are a playoff bum. You and Joshy Allen. Josh Carson Wentz Jr. Allen. Except you actually, no, I can't even say you're Carson Wentz. No, you're right. You're not Carson Wentz. You're more like Bernie Kosar. Is that better? No, I can't even say that. So you're more like Dan Marino. Great quarterback. But when people say he's better than Joe Montana, no, he's not. Joe Montana wins Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Josh Allen's Phil Rivers. I like that one even better. Phillip Rivers. I like that. Phillip Rivers. I like that. Josh is Michael Vick without a Super Bowl appearance. No, he ain't Michael Vick. No, he's not Michael Vick. Michael Vick was special. I mean, yeah, then again, could be. Very much so. Lamar is, so Lamar is McNabb, and Josh Vick. Yeah, I agree. I think you got to reverse them. I think Lamar is Donovan McNabb Jr., and I think Josh Allen is Michael Vick. I agree. Both of them never won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And I think Jalen Hurts is going to be that, unfortunately. You know, people ain't going to like what I say. I don't give a shit. That Brady without the cheating. Or he's going to be Joe Montana. Something like that. I don't think he's going to be Joe Montana because no one can be Joe Montana. No one can be Brady. But he's gonna do what Brady did. And that is win. Brady, one thing about him, he won. You can talk about all you want about the cheating. The cheating is the real reason why I don't like him. But without the cheating, I would be saying he's the greatest quarterback. If he didn't cheat, I wouldn't be discrediting him. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think he cheated towards the end. But when you want to talk about a guy who wins, who put his team on his back, Brady did. No question about it. I just don't like it because he cheated against us. If he didn't cheat against us, I wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But he cheated in 2004. So I can't respect him. You know what I'm saying? But he, overall, great person. But Jalen Hurts is a lot more of a leader than he is. Brady threw guys under the bus. Jalen Hurts didn't do that. So, I mean, when you talk about Tom Brady, I mean, that's not fair to say to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts don't throw guys under the bus. Brady threw guys under the bus. That's why when people tell me he's Brady. No, he's not. Brady threw guys under the bus. Brady never hold himself accountable sometimes. Brady was a crybaby little bitch. Jalen Hurts has never cried once. Jalen Hurts is a cool version of, dude, the only thing that could come to mind would be Joe Montana. If you watch Joe Montana, the reason why I call him Cool Joe, because he was cool under pressure. I think that is the closest where he can be, is a mobile Joe Montana. And I don't think he's a Joe Montana with a big arm. I think he's more of a mobile, cool under pressure, Montana type mentality. Montana was very cool under pressure. That's why he was able to beat Dan Marino. Because everybody, remember, if you go watch that Super Bowl, everybody picked the Dan Marino to beat Joe Montana because they said he's done. He's not this guy. They just won a Super Bowl. They're going to have him. Everybody had him beating Montana. Montana showed him again. They turned out better than me. Montana outplayed Dan, blew them out, outscored him. You know what I'm saying? Outscored Dan Marino in the Super Bowl. Everybody had Montana losing to Dan Marino. You know what I'm saying? So when Josh Allen goes to the Super Bowl versus Jalen Hurts, they're going to have the exact same mindset, and Jalen Hurts will beat him. My prediction, Jalen Hurts will beat the Montana mentality. Not saying he has a big arm like Montana. He don't need a big arm, but he's going to have the mentality of being cool under pressure. Where Brady was a little bitch. I can't even call him Tom Brady. He's not Tom Brady mentality. He has a mentality of a cool under pressure Joe Montana. If I want to compare someone, it would be Montana. Or maybe a Nick Foles, mentality. But I can't call him Brady. That would be insult. Brady threw guys under the bus. Chiefs are going to get their second and third rounded. My Jags got cheated by Brady in 2017. So it should have been the Jags versus Patriots in 2017. I want Hurts to be Eli Manning. I don't want him to be Eli Manning. Eli Manning was not. Eli Manning's only going to Hall of Fame because of 2 Super Bowls. I hope Jalen Hurts shut all these haters up and wins MVP. I want him to win MVP, and I want him to go to win a Super Bowl MVP. I want him to show again he can throw the ball. And I think he's going to do it. I think that we're going to see a better version of what we didn't see in 2023, which I think Jalen Hurts showed everybody in 2023 he could throw the ball. People talk about Jalen Hurts, but they forgot this man went toe-to-toe with Josh Allen and beat him in overtime. This man went toe-to-toe against Mahomes and beat him in Kansas City. Do you know how hard that is? This man was the reason why we were in the playoffs in the first game. Without that 10-1 record that Jalen Hurts had, we don't go to we're eliminated. We're looking at a top pick. Because our defense couldn't stop shit. We had a 32 ranked defense. And when I hear people talk about Jalen Hurts has everything around him, did he have everything around him in 2023? Yeah, he was able to take him to a 10-1 record. So this pisses me off more when you got idiots and clowns who forget this man was in the MVP conversation in 2023 with the worst ranked defense with 2 stooge nods as a defensive coordinator and Sean Desai and Matt Patricia running a shit show as a defensive coordinator. And he was taking this team to a 10-1 record, throwing the ball, and beating one of the most elite quarterbacks that everybody claims in Josh Allen. He beat him in overtime, which doesn't happen. Because when you go to overtime with Josh Allen, if your name is not Patrick Mahomes, you're not beating him. You're not beating him. Josh Allen usually comes out in victorious mode. And yet, Jalen Hurts beat him. So when I hear fucking clowns that say Jalen Hurts, bro, in 2023, he was in the MVP conversation before the thing collapsed. So you want to talk about a quarterback that's supposed to be taken? What was he taking in 2023? Because I'm pretty sure he was the real reason why we were in the playoffs. Why we even had a chance to be in the playoffs, in the wild card. But okay, smart dudes. You remember this? The geniuses that don't know football, that claims they do. Jalen Hurts is a bum. Look what he did. Yeah, look what he did. A 10-1 record under him. And Josh Allen couldn't even elevate his offense coordinator. They had to fire him because he was so bad. I was on Bill's live streams where they were saying we might need to get rid of Josh Allen. He's Carson Wentz. They were telling people in the chat who were Bills fans were saying it on YouTube live when Bills streamers were live, saying he's Carson Wentz. He's throwing the ball way too much in harm's way. They were panicking. So don't let these media fool you. Bills fans are very frustrated with Josh Allen when he was throwing that ball, especially in 2023. And my quarterback, yes, he turned over the ball, but listen, he threw a lot of great passes. That one in Buffalo, he threw to the kids. That was one of the best throws I've ever seen. People talk about it was a trash throw. You don't know football. That man had to get out of a jam and throw across his body to a wide open Zacchaeus in front of a defender. But nobody talks about that. If Lamar did that, they would be hyping him up. But let Jalen Hurts do something like that. Oh, it's nothing. That was just a bad throw. Shut up. That was a great throw. Jalen Hurts in 2023 was MVP. Nobody talked about that one. They forget Jalen Hurts was about to win MVP. If he didn't collapse the way he did, which wasn't him, it was that defense that really was the reason why we lost. If we had a better defense that year, a defense coordinator knew what the fuck we were doing, we would have been in the Super Bowl. Hell, if we had cleaned up our shit before the bye week, we would have probably been in the NFC Championship game. We could have won definitely with DeAndre Swift as a running back. Jalen Hurts would have definitely won that Super Bowl. And definitely would have beaten Mahomes with that offense in 2023. Jalen would have carved them. The only reason why we didn't win was because the offense coordinator was bad. That Jalen Hurts supposedly made Brian Johnson so good that to the point where he got a promotion from the Commanders. And was a 10-1 quarterback, taking the Eagles to a 10-1 record. But everybody said he was taken. Everybody's saying that Jalen Hurts was carried. Was he carried in 2023 when he took a team to a 10-1 record? But he threw picks. So did Josh Allen. Yeah, he didn't have the most interceptions. He was the fourth who had more interceptions. The number one was Josh Allen. The second one was Patrick Mahomes. The third was Lamar. The fourth was Jalen. But okay, experts don't know football. EC1, another thing that they do is they spread the Eagles roster until it's time to talk about how good Hurts is. Hurts is a fucking elite quarterback, man. And if they don't want to say, I will. Nobody, I don't care who you have. Josh Allen came and take his team in 2023 with a better defense than we had to a Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts had a 32 ranked defense and was able to take him to a 10-1 record. I don't think Lamar would have been able to do what Jalen Hurts did in 2023. I know Justin Herbert came and do it. He came and won a playoff game, winning the Chargers. He wasn't taking no team. Other than Jalen, nobody was doing that. Jalen is an elite quarterback. I don't got to talk to anybody more about it. If you don't think Jalen's an elite quarterback, just go ahead and pick your nose like little fucking weirdos that you are. Be a good boy. Sit in the fucking back. Sit in the fucking back. You're an idiot. I want to frankly tell you, if you don't think Jalen Hurts is the lead at the way he did, you are an idiot. You don't know football. I don't want to talk to you. Don't DM me. Don't have conversation. I don't want to talk to idiots. I want to talk to intelligent people who know football. Because Hurts was 10-1 in 2023. Nobody was doing what Jalen Hurts did. Nobody. He put his team on his back. And then now you want to get mad because he's the team around you? Fuck you. Fuck you. Go kick rocks. Seriously. Go fuck yourself and get the fuck out of my face. Respectfully. You can go fuck yourself. I want to thank you. And here's the middle finger to you. Go fuck yourself. Have a nice day. Get your weird ass on. Jalen Hurts is elite. You can cry about it. He's still Super Bowl MVP. And he took a team who had a 32 ranked defense to a 10-1 record. Josh Allen couldn't even do that with his Bills team. That's why they fired the offensive coordinator. Jalen Hurts didn't fire Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson didn't get fired. If anything, he got him another job when he didn't deserve one. He should have been unemployed. But yeah, he got another job from the Commanders. Why? Because Jalen was able to make him look better than what he was until that thing collapsed. Josh Allen would have got Brian Johnson fired in the middle of the season. Like he did his offensive coordinator. Like everybody forgot Josh Allen was an interception machine in 2023. So was Patrick Mahomes, and so was Lamar McNabb. But people talk about Jalen Hurts is a bum. Okay, well, why did he take his team to a 10-1 record? You tell me, Einstein, since you think you know it all. Why was Jalen Hurts so elite then that year? Because he was in MVP conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to hear no hate anymore. It is what it is, man. I sit back and laugh at this point. That list is garbage. McDonald, whatever his name is, a clown. I don't even know who he is. I don't want to know who he is. He's an absolute buffoon. Jalen Hurts should be is to me the best quarterback in the NFL. I don't care what you have to say. Your quarterback ain't doing Jalen Hurts did in 2023. Shut up and sit down. Your quarterback's a choke guard. It's a 2-4 loser. Lamar's not taking the Eagles to a Super Bowl to 2023 Eagles. Jalen Hurts took them to a 10-1 and got in the wild card. Lamar would have been eliminated with that roster. Josh Allen would have been eliminated with that roster. Brock Purdy would have been eliminated with that roster. Jordan Love would have been eliminated with that roster. Hell, Patrick Mahomes would have been eliminated with that roster. The only quarterback that could do it was Jalen. That year should have been a top 5 pick for us. We should have been in a tanking mode. But yet our quarterback, once again, just like his rookie year, was able to get us out in certain situations until we couldn't do it anymore. And eventually you can't do it. You can only do so much. So I don't want to hear nothing about Jalen Hurts not being elite. Because in 2023, when you needed him to step up, he did. Outplaying Josh Allen in a rainstorm, in overtime, and winning the game, I'm sorry. That's elite to me. When you're able to go against Josh Allen and beat him. But, here comes the excuse. Well, Josh Allen, if the receiver caught this, if my grandma had balls, she would, rest in peace to her, but she would be the uncle. I don't give a fuck. You could say if for Annie down the street, Johnny down the road. I keep saying it. I don't care. Why couldn't Josh Allen elevate his offensive coordinator like Jalen Hurts did with Brian Johnson, who got him another job? Why can't he not get to Super Bowls? Because he's been in 2 offensive coordinators, have 2 different jobs now. Shane Steichen has been to a Super Bowl and got a head coaching job with the Colts. Kellen Moore is now a head coach. Brian Johnson got promoted to the Commanders. Just shut the fuck up with Jalen's not elite. You can go fuck yourself. And have a nice day. Because he was elite in 2023. That was my favorite season from Jalen. You want to talk about a guy that put his team on his back? It wasn't Saquon Barkley. Saquon wasn't there. It wasn't Miles Sanders. He wasn't there. That was Jalen. Jalen was 10-1 as he started. His defense didn't help him. He did that. He put his team on his back. That defense couldn't stop nothing. Couldn't stop me. Couldn't even stop a fart if they wanted to. That defense was terrible on the Shauna's side. 32 ranked defense. You telling me my quarterback was a 10-1, right? Oh, then my quarterback must have been elite. For a guy that had nothing around him on defense, he sure hell was able to take him to a playoff game. But okay. Clowns don't know football. When they tell me my quarterback ain't elite, tell them why couldn't Josh Allen elevate their offense coordinator like Jalen did with Brian Johnson? You tell me. And then tell me why our 32 ranked defense was able to somehow make the playoffs. Because you want to be real, no other quarterback would have done what Jalen did. They would have been out. They would have been done. We would have been just like the Cowboys this year. We would have been just like, I don't know, the Bengals. Sound familiar? The Bengals. Why couldn't Joe Burrow get them out? Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. But he's elite, right? Joe Burrow's so good. Why did he do what Jalen did? Jalen was able to take him to a wild card. Jalen was 10-1 as a starter. What is holding Joe Burrow from last year? Why couldn't Joe Burrow do what Jalen did? Why couldn't he at least get him to a wild card? Oh, that's right. Stop fucking with my boy Jalen like he's not elite. Y'all can stop playing with him. He's a Super Bowl MVP. He's been in MVP conversation when he should have been in 2023. He took his team on his back until you tell me when another quarterback did what Jalen did in 2023, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. 32 ranked defense we had under Sean Desai, who should have never been promoted as a defense coordinator for the Eagles. And you want to tell me that he was carried? When was he carried? Was it when? When our defense was trash? When our defense couldn't stop nothing? When? We were in shootouts. We couldn't blow anybody out. When? Okay. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFL. His Super Bowl MVP should shut all these haters up. But you got haters still saying he's not elite. Well, then why couldn't your quarterback do what Jalen did in 2023, like Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow should have taken the Bengals to at least a wild card. Yeah, he couldn't. He was eliminated. Why? Well, he needed defense. No, he don't need a defense because Jalen took him to a wild card. Shut the fuck up. Because Jalen didn't have a defense in 2023. His defense was 32 ranked. They couldn't stop a pass. They couldn't stop a run game. They were getting blown out. Yet they made the playoffs. No excuses. Your quarterback ain't better than my quarterback. Sorry. I don't care how you feel. Your quarterback ain't better than mine. Until your quarterback shows he can do what Jalen did, don't talk about my quarterback again. Until your quarterback can go to a Super Bowl, don't talk about my quarterback again. When your quarterback is able to take a 32 ranked defense to the playoffs and put him on his back like he did, then you could talk. But to that, shut up. Because Josh Allen couldn't elevate his offense going into a job. He got Brian Johnson to another situation where he could be successful with Jaden Daniels. Brian Johnson should have been fired. Brian Johnson should have been gone. Week 4, he should have been done. But yet, he was able to survive the season. Why? Because Jalen. Oh, you mean the quarterback has everything around him, supposedly. Fucking idiots. Don't know football. Never played football. Talk like they know football when they don't. Why couldn't Joe Burrow do the same thing like Jalen did in 2023? Defense don't matter. No, that was out the window. You want to know why? Because Jalen defense didn't matter when y'all were making excuses of why you were throwing Jalen under the bus. So I ain't trying to hear that. I'm telling you, I don't want to hear it anymore. Shut up. Because where was the excuses for Jalen when his defense couldn't stop nobody? Oh, okay. You weren't talking then, were you? You were saying Jalen was trash. He was 10-1 as a starter. Where was his defense? Where was his elite defense at? Where was his Saquon Barkley at? Oh, okay. He deserved to have him. He deserved, unlike Josh Allen and future Lamar, he did something. Because Lamar can't carry his team by himself. Jalen has shown he can do it. 2023, in his rookie year, his first year as a starter, he's shown if he needs to, he will do it. Why, dog? Why? Why? Why do that? So I will fucking back up my quarterback the day I die until he's no longer an Eagle. But I'll tell you one thing, I'll take Jalen any day over any quarterback. I watched Josh Allen, Kenny elevate his heart. They had to fire the offensive coordinator and promote another wide receiver coach to be their offensive coordinator because Josh Allen was stinking up the damn joint. So when you idiots, you dumb brain dummies, sit there and talk about Jalen Hurts, saying he gets carried. Was he carried in 2023? Oh, y'all forget that season, right? You forget he was 10-1 as a starter. You forget. No, we ain't going to forget that. We're going to put it in context. Were you idiots saying that when Sean Desai was horrible? Were you idiots saying that when Jalen was able to outplay Josh Allen with a 32 ranked defense? Defense! Were you idiots saying Jalen was carried then? Or were you trashing Jalen Hurts like you did? Oh, okay. Right. Shut up. We're not going to put him no more disrespect. From now on, I'm going to go after these guys now. Because at this point, there should be no reason you should be hating on Jay. Joe Giglio, I'll get on your ass too. Make another video about Jalen Hurts trash. Oh, I'm going to get on your ass too. I will politely call up on WIP and trash you. I have no problem doing it. I'll find your schedule and I'll make sure you look like a fool. I will have no problem making a phone call to your station and troll you and show you how stupid you look. When you open your goddamn bald head, Lex Luthor goofy ass, and talk about Jalen isn't a fucking elite quarterback when his goddamn quarterback been in 2023 a 10-2 starter, you're a goddamn idiot. You're a goddamn fool. You don't know football. Shut your bald head, Lex Luthor from Superman, the fuck up. when you disrespect Jalen again, I will be personally calling your station, knucklehead. And any podcaster that want to go on IG and want to talk, you can collab with me. I will make you look like a fool too. Because we can talk about your top 10 quarterbacks. And none of your quarterbacks to do what Jalen did. None of your quarterbacks. Josh Allen couldn't elevate his offense coordinator and Joe Brady. He's still unemployed. He didn't get a job like Brian Johnson did. Let's really talk. Since you want to babble out bullshit and talk about Jalen was carried. Was he carried in 2023? I just want to know. Did he have a Saquon to save him then? No, he didn't. But you want to talk about... Shut up. Shut up. And sit your goofy ass down. Josh Allen couldn't take Jalen Hurts' spot in 2023. They would be eliminated. The 32 ranked defense, he carried them. I watched him. Where I was like, my guy Stu, shout to him if he's in the building. We were on live arguing. And I said, this game's over. He said, don't worry, Jalen got us. And that should never fucking happen. But it did. Your quarterback can't do that. So when your quarterback do that, why couldn't Joe Burrow do that? Why couldn't Joe Burrow take a ranked horrible defense like Jalen did? What was his excuse? Why couldn't Josh Allen do that? What is Josh Allen's excuse? Y'all call quarterbacks elite. They ain't elite. They overrated. That 2023 year showed everything about what I said about Jalen. So when you fucking knuckleheads say he is everything around him, don't mention 2023 because I'll hurt your feelings. Please don't. When he had the 32 ranked defense, Josh Allen couldn't elevate his offense corner. Jalen Hurts did. Brian Johnson's employed. Brian Johnson got a job because of Jalen. Because any other quarterback, he would have been fired. Him, Sirianni would have been fired. Everybody would have been gone. Jalen saved those two jobs. Saved their head coach, Nick Sirianni. Shout out to Nick. Redeemed himself. I have no disrespect to Nick. But he wasn't good in 2023. And I'll say that again. Jalen saved his job. Josh Allen came and saved his own fucking offensive coordinator job. So you knuckleheads, you can put up a debate with me. I'll go on your podcast and make you look like a fool. If you think Jalen Hurts is a bum, talk about 2023 when he outplayed Josh Allen. Yes, outplayed him, went toe-to-toe with him, and beat him with a horrible, trash defense. That's all I got to say to you. Your boy Josh Allen couldn't beat the 32-ranked defense. And my quarterback carried him and beat Josh Allen. What did Brandon Graham say? You don't know like I know Jalen. Said it right to the Bills players. We want the ball. It don't matter. It don't matter. You don't know you don't know him like I know Jalen. You don't know who Jalen is. You found out the hard way. So you can hate all you want. We'll see you back in the Super Bowl. We'll get another hat before Lamar does. We'll get another hat before Josh Allen does. You haters can get mad. Get mad. I don't care. Cry me a river. I don't care. You were making an excuse for Jalen when he had a 32-ranked defense, were you? No, you weren't. You were saying he was trash. He was trash when? When he took a team to a 10-1 record? 10-2 record as a starter? Oh, he was trash then, right? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. To Joe G, I'm going to make this personal for you. You make another video about Jalen Hurts hating on him, I don't care which station, I'll call up. I will personally call you and destroy you on air, laughing at you as viewers of your radio station that they tune into, see how stupid you look. You think Elliot Short Parts made you stupid? Don't make me do it, bro. I would hate to put a radio station host on blast. I would hate to hurt your feelings and make you look stupid. You won't get another opportunity, I bet you, if I call up. I will hurt your feelings directly, and I won't hold back. I won't curse at you because I know I can't. But trust me, I ain't going to hold back on you. Make another video about Jalen Hurts. Open your mouth one more time and say he was carried. I will personally, next time, I might do it live where I will ready to call you while you're on radio station, I will call you and trash you like the sorry, uneducated buffoon that you are. You're disgraceful to the WIP. You should be fired. Every clown that don't know football in Philadelphia that is radio station on WIP should not be employed. If they think Jalen Hurts was carried, you don't know football. You're a fucking idiot. Go root for fucking Bills, fan. I'm sorry, the Bills. Go root for Josh Allen since you like him so much. Because how many Super Bowls has he given them? None. Get your weird ass out of here, man. Don't ever say Jalen Hurts was carried again. Because I'll hurt your feelings, dude. 2023, was he carried then? Was he carried? In 10-2 starter, was he carried? Where was his defense at? Oh, okay. His defense was 32 trash. That's what it was. I don't want to hear no excuse for Joe Burrow, man. Shut up, sit down, be quiet. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFL. Fuck you if you don't like it. I don't care. I speak facts over here. Your quarterback can't do what Jalen did. In 2023, your quarterback would have folded. Lamar would have folded. He folds in big games with real defense. What the hell do you think he would have done with a 32 ranked defense? Oh, that's right, fold. They love to talk about that playoff game. But they forget, our defense was classic by then. I knew we were losing that game. Jalen Hurts knew that game was over. He was also hurt. People don't want to take that account. They love to talk about Jalen was bad in the playoff game. They forgot he was hurt. He's lost his number one receiver in A.J. Brown. You know what I'm saying? Our safety was out, who tore his ACL because we decided to put him against the Giants, Sidney Brown. He was hurt. That's why he didn't play this year. Hopefully he'll be better this year. So when you fucking knuckleheads say again that Jalen Hurts was carried, was he carried in 2023 when he took him to a 10-2 record and took him to a wild card? Somehow, some way? Was he carried then? Or how about his first year as a starter when he took him to a... Shut up. You don't know football. I'm tired of these knuckleheads. I'm tired of these WIP clowns. Shot to Elliott Shore Parks. Got to give him credit. I used to trash him. Dude, he stood on business when he went against Joe Gigolo. But I would go deep on Joe Gigolo, man. His ass will not be able to respond to me. Because I would hit him with this. Where was his energy when Jalen Hurts was taking that team to a 10-2 record? He wouldn't be able to answer. Only thing he would say is, did they win a playoff game? They weren't in the playoffs without Jalen. If Jalen's not there, we don't go to the playoffs. We're eliminated. You do know that, right? We would be bad. We would probably have a top 5 pick. You do know that, right? The coach would have been fired. The offensive coordinator would have been fired. Nick Snyder wouldn't have been able to come back from that without Jalen Hurts. Jalen saved 2 coaches from being let go in the middle of the season. So people want to talk about Jalen Hurts being carried. You can go fuck yourself. I don't care what you say about adventures. Ventures what? Ventures my ass. He deserves the ventures. Your shitty quarterback came and win with a big, real defense. What the hell do you think he's going to do? He can't do what Jalen did. Jalen did something that no other quarterback can do other than maybe Brady. Brady and maybe Mahomes. Now, Mahomes can't even do it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Brady and Jalen are only 2 that can do it in 2023. Josh Allen ain't doing it, bro. I'm sorry. Josh Allen had elite defense that year in 2023, and he still folded. He's not putting up those numbers. He's not going to the Super Bowl with a 32 ranked defense. And that's what our defense was. 32 ranked, the 27th in the worst passing as a defense, and stopping passing. We're talking about passing. 32, I think it was 27th in stopping the run, and we were 32 overall in stopping pass. So we were horrible on both sides. And you know who carried us? Number 1, what they want to disgrace us. They want to act like he's nothing. The Eagles, I hate to say this. We don't deserve Jalen. We deserve someone like Josh. We deserve someone like Lamar. We deserve someone like McNabb. We don't appreciate Jalen. And I'm not saying all Eagle fans. I'm saying some of them. The Joe Gigolos, you deserve to have Donovan McNabb. You deserve to suffer. You don't deserve to celebrate. Matter of fact, you don't deserve to even talk. You deserve to be... Don't celebrate anymore. Matter of fact, don't even celebrate a Super Bowl. Why did you even celebrate a Super Bowl? You don't like the quarterback. All you do is bash Jalen. Why celebrate? There's nothing to celebrate. Because if you're celebrating, you might as well like the quarterback too. Because he was the real reason why we won the Super Bowl. They went about the defense, this and that. Yeah, without the dagger, the game is not over. The Chiefs have a chance to come back. That was the final coffin. Final nail in the coffin. You know, you don't appreciate Jalen. That we should, Philadelphia fans should be definitely appreciated. A lot more should be. But I see a lot of some of these Eagle fans that Jalen Hurts has been carried. Shut up. Your guys that you favored so much been carried. And they can't carry themselves to a Super Bowl. So shut up, knucklehead. Sit down like a little good boy. Sit in the back like a good boy. And let real fans do the talking and know football. You don't. And all these guys who want to do podcasts, you can go kill. Listen, bro. Anytime you want to DM me, you think you know more for. Because I see these guys on IG. So anybody thinks Jalen's a top 10, 5, you want to debate me, let me know. I'll debate you in a heartbeat. You want to look like a clown on your, what you want to do on your channel, my channel? Which one you want to get exposed for? You want to get clowned on your channel or you want to get clowned on mine? Which one? I would love to hurt your feelings, especially when you know you don't know football. Go ahead. Set it up. You saw what I did to Boss Cowboy. He thought I was going to play around with him. I always use that because I love pissing him off. Now he don't want to DM me back. Why don't you want to DM me? I didn't do nothing. I just showed you what you look like. A fool. A fool. He won't DM me. He won't contact me back. I asked him if you want to collab again. No response. Because I hurt his feelings. When I'm able to trigger you like that, because one thing about me, I ain't going to play around. Dak Prescott, what's his record versus Philly? I don't care. How many playoff games he won? When you sit there and want to tell me who would you rather have, who's the better receiver core, AJ and Devontae? Oh, wait, am I wrong? Yeah. CD what? Man, sit down. CD's not better than AJ. In what world? Come on, man. You want to bring up the Dak Prescott record. I said, I don't care. How many playoff wins? How many playoffs and Super Bowl appearances he been? That's the real question. And that right there got to him. Because after that, it went downhill. Then he want to try to troll me on my line, talk about Cowboy. This is what I was talking about. Get your weird ass out of here, man. And you try to come back, and I told you weren't coming back. You try to come back, try to link back. No, man, it's my turn. You had your chance. It's my turn. You want to go in here and talk about Cowboy Nation. Don't let these go. Who the fuck is you? You's a bum. That never won shit since the 90s, dude. I'm 24. You haven't won a Super Bowl since then. Don't go around talking about Cowboy Nation. Don't let these go. Eagle fans, what? Super Bowl champions, we talk to us. Your quarterback is 2-7 and is a bum. You want to talk Cowboy Nation. See, this is why I come on to your Cowboy Eagle fan. Because, when you talk facts of what? You're delusional. I'm telling you right now. These IG content creators that keep saying, I'll debate anybody. No, you won't. No, you won't. You won't debate me. You won't debate half of these Eagle content creators. You won't. We will destroy you. You can't talk about our quarterback like we can. You can't. You would get nailed big time. Which one you want to have it at? You want to have it on your channel or my channel? Which one you want to get your goofy ass kicked on? Which one you want to get your ass exposed on? Which one you want to get fame on? Because I'll set it up for you. I'm done playing with these IG content creators. You want to talk football? We can. We're going to talk real football, though. We're not going to talk what you want to talk about. We're not going to talk about Dak's record. No, we ain't doing that. We're not going to talk about Lamar Jackson record. No, we're going to talk about playoff games. All I'm going to say is Lamar's never been to a Super Bowl. And then you're going to justify, I'm going to say, I don't want to hear that. My quarterback in 2023 had the ranked worst defense, took him to a wild card. With that ranked bad defense, yes, lost, but he was able to keep them alive into the playoffs, until we officially collapsed. And we almost had the number 1 seed. Still, we just officially lost at the end. But, tell me what your quarterback did. Oh, that's right. He had an elite defense. Couldn't carry them to a Super Bowl. My bad. But he's elite. Fuck out of here. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFL, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Lamar's not better than him. Lamar's a bum in playoffs. Lamar can't do what Jalen did in 2023. I keep bringing it up because that's my favorite year with Jalen. That was my favorite year. Better than 2024 year. I know won a Super Bowl. That 2023 year showed me if my quarterback has to, he will carry my team to hopefully a playoff game. If my quarterback has to carry my team, he will do it. You want to talk about elite quarterbacks? Elite quarterbacks can carry those teams. Jalen showed he can do it. He don't need to be carried. He can carry my team if he has to. Does he need to all the time? No, he does. Why would we want to do that? When you pay a quarterback, you're not supposed to have your quarterback carry you. But if he has to, he will go in a shootout with your quarterback and beat him. Because he's a winner. Your quarterback's a loser. You can cry all you want. It's the truth. Truth hurts. This ain't a popular video. I don't care to be popular. I'll tell you how it is. Your quarterback ain't better than mine. Your quarterback ain't better than Jalen. I'll tell you one thing. Lamar can't do what Jalen did. And I'll bring up his 2023. Can your quarterback do what Jalen did in 2023? Can your quarterback take my Eagles team with a 32 ranked defense and say he's been in the playoffs? No, he can't. He can't even do it with elite defense. But you want to question my quarterback? Get your weird ass out of here, man. Out of here with that. Then they want to say he has the most interceptions in 2023. No, he didn't. That was Josh Allen. Sorry, wrong quarterback. I'm sorry that you forgot who your quarterback was. My quarterback didn't have the number one interceptions, didn't have the most interceptions. That was Josh Allen, who you admire. Sorry, wrong quarterback. I know you wanted to hate and try to put up a fact that's not true. An Eagle fan tried to outwork. I questioned him too. I showed him the real truth. Then he said, oh, the fourth. Yeah, you said number one. Fourth and number one are two separate things. Sorry, Jalen Hurts wasn't the worst turnover machine in 2023. That belongs to Josh Allen. The second was Mahomes. The third was Lamar. I'm sorry, no, Justin Herbert, excuse me. The fourth was Jalen. The fourth, it's different than number one. Which y'all ranking Jalen Hurts in 23 like he led in most turnovers. No, he didn't. That was Josh Allen. Sorry, your boy Josh Allen, the guy who got his offensive corner fired. Yeah, him. Joe Brady. Yeah, him. While my quarterback was able to give Brian Johnson an opportunity to get a job. Yeah. He's the one who led to more turnovers. Shut up and sit down. And before you know football, learn your facts. Do your research. Sit your goofy, like I said, sit like a little good boy in the back and be quiet. And let the grown man who know football talk. When you sit there and say Jalen was led in turnovers in 2023, you're lying. That's not true. That's false. Josh Allen did. You can look it up. Type in who led in 2023 the most turnovers. It will pop up. The Bills quarterback, Josh Allen. I'm sorry you don't want to admit that because you might get your feelings hurt. Because you might have to realize your superior quarterback, you know, the guy that you ranked, all the experts that want to rank him, isn't what he is. You want to talk about a quarterback that came in others? Come on, man. What are we talking about? No, it wasn't Jalen Hurts who led in turnovers. That was Josh Allen. Knucklehead. I'm sorry you don't know football. But you wanted to make you hope it was Jalen, but it wasn't. It was Josh Allen. EC don't take X serious people. No, I don't. I take them like goofies, like this dude, like McDonald's. Yeah, you're McDonald's. I'm loving it. Weird ass dude. I can't take him seriously. I can't take anybody seriously. Don't give Jalen respect. At this point, it's all hate, man. It's all hate, and I'm starting to think it's more because they don't like him for some reason. I don't know if it's skin color. I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe starting to think it's like that. And I don't usually think of race, but dude, what other reason? What other reason? What does he do better than? What does Josh Allen do better than him? I keep asking that. Does he go to Super Bowls? No. Jalen's been to a Super Bowl. Jalen's won a Super Bowl. What does Josh Allen do better than Jalen? Jalen can't throw. No, Jalen can't throw. He just did in 2023. Shut up. He was able to take his team on his back on a 10-1 record by throwing the ball in the air. Shut up. Jalen can't read the defense. He read the defense in the playoffs. Shut up. What? He can't read a blitz? He read blitz. All through to the Super Bowl. Outsmarted Spags. Meanwhile, Josh and Lamar can't even do that. Josh couldn't even read a blitz when the game was on the line. Remember, that's why you blame the tight end. It's always the tight end's fault for these so-called superior quarterbacks. Yeah, he's going to re-blitz on Spags' defense. But they call him superior. Okay. Yeah, all right. What does he do better? What does Josh Allen do better than Jalen? He lose better? Well, I mean, I guess that's what you can say he does better than Jalen. He loses better. He loses playoff games better. He loses things that you can't imagine. The biggest choke job is Josh and Lamar. What does he do better? What, regular season MVP? That's the only thing Jalen don't have is an MVP. Once he gets an MVP, there's nothing you can say about Jalen. The only thing you hold, now everybody's saying MVPs, like, well, Josh is MVP. Well, my quarterback's a Super Bowl MVP. Sorry, newsflash for you. MVP does not beat out a Super Bowl MVP. It doesn't. That's a bigger reward than the MVP. MVP is a meaningless award. Super Bowl MVP means you did something that no other quarterback can do. That other quarterbacks wish they could do. That's a legit Hall of Fame award. Who cares? MVP what? I don't care. Who has a better MVP? A Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts or an MVP Josh Allen? Okay. Like these guys want to act like this dude want to tell me who's, I guess, a Bills fan. Tell me, well, Josh Allen's an MVP. What the fuck does that have to do? Well, who cares? Because of a pity award. You know who they should have gave to? The dude in Baltimore. Josh Allen didn't deserve. He had the exact same stats as Jalen. You know, so fucking. This is why I think they hate him so much because of. And I don't want to say fuck it. I think it's part of his skin color, because Josh Allen had the exact same stats as Jalen. You know what I'm saying? He's a Philadelphia black quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But also it's because they don't like Jalen for some reason. What did Jalen do to them? What did Josh Allen do to deserve MVP? He was a game manager. They ran the football. You want to talk about a guy that didn't throw that much? Josh Allen didn't have to throw that much last year. He was a game manager. Everything was him just handing the ball off to Cooks. So how the hell is Josh Allen lead? Because you discredit Jalen Hurts. But Josh Allen had the exact same similar stats as the 2024 Jalen Hurts, who, by the way, you said was carried. So was Josh Allen carried in that running game? Was Cooks the reason why Josh Allen got to a playoff game? I'm just wondering. You know what I'm saying? Was Josh Allen carried by Cooks? Or was that Josh Allen? I'm just wondering. Okay. I guess you can't talk facts with certain people. Goodell don't like Philly. Goodell's a moron. I don't care if you don't like Philly. It is weird. Jalen wins MVP. People are going to say MVP don't matter. Exactly. Yep, Super Bowl MVPs don't matter. I'm telling you, Jalen's going to win MVP this year. Mark book it, write it down. Jalen will win MVP. Oh no, he should be an MVP, but he'll get robbed. They'll give it to someone like Justin Herbert. They'll give it to someone like Jaden Daniels, who didn't have a better season than him. He did. They'll rob Jalen Hurts, unfortunately, because the fans vote. But you know who don't vote? You know who the fans don't vote for? The Super Bowl MVP. Because if they had the way, Jalen would have never got it. The haters would have made sure Jalen would have never got it. I keep hearing, I didn't root for Jalen to get MVP. Well, nobody gives a shit because fans don't have the right to vote anyway for MVP. You don't get the vote. Guess who votes? The NFL. And they think Jalen was worthy of getting the MVP. Super Bowl MVP. You don't get the vote. Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry, you could cry more. Super Bowl MVP is voted by NFL performance, not the fans. I'm sorry your feelings hurt. Maybe next year you could cry and tweet about it, and maybe they'll change the rules for you. But not happening. Because most of y'all don't know football. Like Sesley, a triple-digit passing rating, he don't deserve MVP. No defense does. Really? Who threw the touchdown? Oh, okay. Hurts is already the best quarterback. I think so. Jalen's the best quarterback in the NFL. Josh Allen, though, is not near Jalen Hurts at all. Jalen's beating him. Josh Allen's the only quarterback that can't even beat Jalen. Josh Allen has beat everyone else but Jalen and the Eagles. The Eagles are the only team that has beaten Josh Allen. Josh Allen's undefeated. Josh Allen has beat everybody else, but who? The quarterback that everybody don't want to give credit to. Jalen Hurts. He's beaten every quarterback. The only quarterback that's beaten him, that he can't beat, that's never beaten yet, is Jalen Hurts. You tell me if that ain't elite. The only quarterback that can't beat Jalen Hurts, sorry, Josh Allen is undefeated versus everybody else. He's on 3, I think, versus the Eagles. One of them is because of Jalen. He will be on 0-4 this year because we're gonna beat him in Buffalo. And when we beat him in Buffalo, they're gonna say, "Well, Jalen was carried, blah blah blah. Josh Allen, nothing around him, blah blah blah. Lamar was carried, but I ain't trying to hear that. No, they're superior, according to y'all. I ain't trying to hear that this year. I'm not trying to hear it this year at all. Guess what? Super Bowl MVP. I keep saying it to your face. I hope you cry. I hope you tweet about it. I don't care. Super Bowl MVP is better than MVP. My quarterback did something your quarterback can't do in 2023. He took a team to a playoff record, to a 10-1 record, while they were collapsing, and still made it to a wild card. Let me know when your quarterback did that. Oh, that's right, you can't. Brady's the only guy that probably could do it. He goes to the playoffs and loses to the same team besides the 1 year when he lost to the Bengals. Oh yeah, I forgot Josh Allen didn't lose to the Bengals. So he is a bum. I mean, dude, he loses to the Bengals. So he loses to the Bengals. So he loses to Joe Burrow. He loses to Josh Allen. I'm sorry. He lost to Patrick Mahomes. And you call yourself, and they call him elite? Hold up, man. Why is Josh Allen in the league? He can't even beat Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's beaten him and knocked him out the playoffs. Think about Josh Allen's playoff wins against Lamar Jackson, the Broncos quarterback rookie, and Bo Nix. Our Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback that didn't even deserve to be on the field, Mason Rudolph. Yeah. Doesn't sound like great quarterbacks to me, but they went to the AFC West. How? Josh Allen's being beating bad quarterbacks. Bo Nix is a rookie. They want to talk about Jalen. No. We're going to do that because they love to talk about what Jalen beat. Jalen beat this and this. No. Let's talk about it. Who is Josh Allen really beating other than the quarterbacks he's always beaten? And they're not really great in the playoffs. Lamar's not great in the playoffs. Josh Allen's beating him. He can't beat Joe Burrow in the playoff game. The Bengals always beat him. He can't beat Patrick Mahomes. Who can he beat? It sounds like a loser to me. It sounds like a playoff joker to me. Why can't Josh Allen not beat Joe Burrow? Oh, that's right. Is he elite? You got to about this one. He can't beat Mahomes. Can't beat Burrow. But he can beat little Lamar. Oh, okay. He beats Bo Nix. He beats Mason Rudolph. Really? Really? Am I supposed to be impressed with that record? Like, I'm going to do what y'all do. Is Josh Allen really that elite? How can you not beat Joe Burrow? But you call yourself elite? No, we're going to do what they. Since they love talking about my quarterback, No, let's talk about it. Let's break it all down. He beat Bo Nix. He's beaten Mason Rudolph. They're not good quarterbacks to me. I'm sorry, they're not Patty. They're not Burrow. He's beaten choke artist McNair Lamar. Let's take a look at Lamar's record. Lamar's beaten C.J. Stroud. He's beaten who else? Who's he beaten? Oh, that's right. A Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, Mason Rudolph. Yeah. Really? I'm sorry. I'm going to do what y'all do now. So I want to trash my quarterback. It's now time to trash yours. Your quarterback ain't better than mine. Your quarterback beating a rookie quarterback, 2 trash bums, and you want to call yourself, get out of here. Josh Allen's beating nobody. He's beating nobody in the playoffs. He can't beat Mahomes. He can't beat Burrow, but he can beat Bo Nix, a rookie. He beats Mason Rudolph. Oh, yeah, I'm doing what y'all do. Let's talk about it. Let's break it all down. Lamar is beating Mason Rudolph and C.J. Stroud, a rookie. Yeah, I'm going to do what y'all do now. You see how that sounds? Yeah, you damn right. Now we really going to talk about it. Let's really talk about it, casual fans. You want to call Lamar elite? I don't think he's elite. He's being rookies. He's being bums. Mason Rudolph is a trash bum. You right? Because you like doing it with Jalen. Let's talk about Josh Allen. Josh Allen's never beaten Burrow. Josh Allen can't beat Mahomes, but he can beat Bo Nix, a rookie. He can beat someone like Mason Rudolph, a bum. Who else is he beating that's elite? You want to keep going? We could do it for every quarter. We can't do it for Burrow, though, because he's been in the Super Bowl. Herbert came and won a playoff game. Let's talk about those two elite quarterbacks since we want to talk about it. Who are they beating? Can they beat Patty? No. Can they beat Burrow in the shootout? No. But Lamar can beat the bum-ass Steelers with Mason Rudolph. Lamar can beat, excuse me, Russell Wilson. Unlimited, washed-up Russell Wilson. Sorry, excuse me, I forgot Russell Wilson was the quarterback. Trash Russell Wilson. Not the same Russell Wilson that he was. So he's beating a aging Russell Wilson. I'm doing what y'all do. Jalen. He's beating C.J. Stroud, the rookie. But he can't beat Mahomes. He can't beat Burrow. Is Lamar that elite, or is we overhyping him? Joe Burrow has beaten Mahomes. I can't question what Joe Burrow did, other than he hasn't been in the Super Bowl in 2 years. But Josh Allen, let's talk about it. Beat Bo Nix, a rookie, first-year starter. Beaten who else? Mason Rudolph. Oh, who else he's beaten? That's pretty much it. Who else is he beating? Who is he beating? He can't beat Burrow. And he can't beat Mahomes. You see a pattern? These AFC quarterbacks are jokes. Jalen will kill every one of them. You know what I'm saying? I understand talk about the AFC's what. Bro, you being bums. Lamar himself is a bum who's been on bums. Let's really talk about it. AFC's trash. Horrible. Think about it. Let's break it down. You beat an old aging Russell Wilson. Lamar's beating old Russell Wilson. Lamar didn't play nobody for real. So y'all want to do that with Jalen? Let's really do it. Josh Allen's beating bums. Bums. A washed up Steelers team with a Mason Rudolph. He's beaten a Broncos rookie, a first-year starter. No, y'all like doing it with Jalen. No, we're going to do that. Since we could do it with every quarterback. I could do it with every quarterback. I just didn't want to do that. But I'm going to be on some hating shit like y'all do. Since y'all want to do that with Jalen, I'm going to do it with y'all. Josh Allen's never beat nobody. He's been carried. Yeah. Because when it's time to come for real, he can't beat Burrow. He can't beat Mahomes. They own him. Lamar can't beat Josh Allen, but can beat on bad quarterbacks like Russell Wilson. Now, if we were fair, I'd be saying whoever you play on your playoff schedule is who you play. I would give them credit. But no, since we want to be haters, I'm going to be a hater back. Lamar didn't beat nobody. Lamar is a bum. Lamar is not an elite quarterback. How you elite quarterback, but you can't beat Mahomes or Burrow? I think Burrow should be higher than Lamar. Since Burrow's been to a Super Bowl and beats Lamar, I think Mahomes and Lamar are now on the same level. Lamar struggles against, matter of fact, Josh Allen should be above Lamar. And Josh Allen should not be on the same level as Burrow. He can't beat him. Let's really talk about it. The AFC is trash. Overhyped quarterbacks. Y'all like talk about Jalen Hurts, who he's played? Let's really talk about it. Who is Josh Allen played? I hope a Bills fan's watching this. Your quarterback didn't play nobody. Lamar's not playing. I hope a Ravens fan. Yeah, I hope a Ravens fan's watching this too. Your quarterback's a bum. How you going to brag about Lamar's playoff record when he's beating Russell Wilson? Y'all want to do with Jalen? Oh, when it's Jalen, it's just little Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie. No. Bo Nix is a rookie. It's just Bo Nix. He didn't play nobody. He was carried, right? I'm going to get y'all now. Lamar's not elite. He's carried. He's playing bums. They have no competition. Y'all talk about the ACs. It's hard to play. How is it hard? Beating a washed up Russell Wilson Steelers who Jalen's beaten? How's it hard? Beating a rookie. Okay. Only when Jalen does, it's a problem. Then it's the NFC is weak, but the AC's not. There's only 2 quarterbacks that can beat Mahomes, and it's Burrow. Josh Allen's a loser in the playoffs and beats on bums. Lamar's a bum in the playoffs and beats on bums. Yeah, I'm going to hate on y'all. Since you don't want to hate on my quarterback, it's time to hate on your quarterbacks. Your quarterback ain't better than mine. How? He's beating a rookie, just like Jalen did, supposedly. Right? Oh, okay. Oh, it's not that? Oh, okay. Oh, what is it then? Who was the quarterback for the Broncos? Was it Bo Nix? Okay. Oh, so you mean it was a rookie that Josh Allen beat on? So he didn't play nobody. Because why did he not beat Patty? Why does he struggle against Burrow every time? So is Josh Allen really overhyped or overrated? I'm going to do what y'all do. Is Josh Allen superior like everybody claims he is? Why can't he not beat Burrow? Why can't he not beat Patty? Why is he beating on bums like Mason Rudolph? Why is Lamar beating on bums like Russell Wilson? Why can't he not beat Mahomes and Burrow? You ever notice that? Sounds like your quarterback's a bum to me. Sounds like your quarterback don't have no room to be on the conversation. Mine. My quarterback wins Super Bowls. Your quarterback beats bums. But you want to talk about the AFC's stack? Get the fuck out of here. The AFC's weak. Jalen would kill the AFC. You were so glad Jalen's not in the AFC. Josh Allen will never sniff a Super Bowl. I'll tell you one thing. Jalen Hurts will take the Bills to a Super Bowl. Because now when you look at it, Jalen would have continued that legacy of winning. With that defense of Josh Allen, oh yeah, definitely would have won the Super Bowl with the Bills. It's amazing how we can break that down and see how stupid you look. When you want to hit on Jalen, look at your goddamn quarterbacks that you want to root for and see how they played anybody elite. Because I'm sorry, Russell Wilson ain't elite. Not last year he wasn't. He didn't play the Legion of Boom Russell Wilson. He played an old, washed-up 34-year-old quarterback. But you want to call Lamar elite. All right. I don't think he's elite. Chat, do you think he's elite? I don't think he's elite. How's he elite? He's beating on bums. Like they claim Jalen Hurts beating. He's beating Daniel Jones. He's beat injured proper. No. But Lamar and Josh Allen beat on bums too, right? Lamar beat on Russell Wilson. Beats on C.J. Stroud, a rookie that year. But can't beat Patrick Mahomes. Can't beat Joe Burrow. Sounds like he's a bum to me. Sounds like he's not what he is. Josh Allen can't beat Mahomes. Can't beat Burrow. But beats on Bo Nix. Beats on Mason Rudolph. Oh, I'm sorry. Lamar also can't beat Ryan Tannehill. I'm sorry. I forgot. Then beats on – I'm sorry. So he beat on a Ryan Tannehill, a Titans team that didn't have a quarterback. I'm sorry. Should we add that too? I forgot Lamar beat on a bad Titans quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, who stinks. Okay. Yeah, look at your quarterbacks now. Look how bad they look now. I hope you understand that. I can do with every quarterback. I can go down the list. We don't even got to do Justin Herbert. He's never won a playoff game. He's a bum. He's a bum in the playoffs. He's a choke artist. The AFC is weak. You're hoping – you say Jalen Hurts can't win. What? Jalen Hurts can't win? Jalen's beating Joe Burrow. Jalen Hurts is beating Joe Burrow. Lamar and Allen can't beat Joe Burrow in the playoffs. You don't think Jalen can beat him? I know Jalen can beat him. Jalen's beating him. Jalen's outplayed Mahomes in the Super Bowl. You don't think he could go to Kansas City and beat him? Your quarterback can't beat him, but my quarterback can in the Super Bowl. Your quarterback can't beat nobody. That's elite, but he can beat bad quarterbacks like Bo Nix, who's a rookie, and C.J. Stroud. When you talk about Lamar and Josh Allen, just put context in next time before you open your mouth. But the AFC's so strong, right? No, it's not. You're biased. That's what it is. Jalen Hurts would kill the AFC. They're weak, just like the NFC. They're weak. I think the NFC is more. I think honestly the NFC is more talented. The Lions were in the NFC Championship game. The 49ers were just in the NFC Championship game, and in the Super Bowl. The Lions were just in the NFC Championship game. The Commanders were in the NFC Championship. How the hell is it weak? The NFC is more talented than the AFC. Sorry. Your quarterback, Josh Allen, Lamar, he's beating on guys like Mason Rudolph and Russell Wilson, C.J. Stroud, Bo Nix. Yo, yeah, I'm going to do what y'all do. Sorry. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be petty. You made me petty by talking about my quarterback. You talk about he beat Daniel Jones. Well, Lamar beat on Ryan Tannehill. Well, Jalen Hurts beat on Brock Purdue's injured. Well, Lamar beat on Russell old-ass Wilson. Well, Jalen Hurts didn't beat nobody. He beat on a rookie. Well, Bo Nix was a rookie, and yet Josh Allen beat him. Shut up. Shut up. Because I can do it with your quarterback. What is special about your quarterback? Why can't he not beat Burrow? Because when Burrow's in versus Josh Allen, he loses. Why can't he not beat Patty? Oh, Lamar and Josh loses. I'm sorry. Are they overrated? I think they are. We got to put in context. Is Josh Allen Lamar overrated in the playoffs? Because it sounds like me, they play bums. What has Josh Allen Lamar played? A Russell Wilson? And Mason Rudolph? And Ryan Tannehill? Sounds like to me bums, right? You want to do that? Go ahead. Talk about my quarterback who we played. Jane Daniels had a better year than Bo Nix. And a lot better than Bo Nix. Your quarterback would have lost to him. But go ahead. Bo Nix? Bo Nix? Josh Allen beat Bo Nix? Isn't he a rookie? Oh, okay. No, he was elite when he beat him, right? Oh, okay. Just saying. I'm going to start doing that now. We're gonna start doing that now. Since they want to do that to Jalen, let's do it to their quarterback and see how they like it. I like that. Facts. NFC has multiple good teams. Yeah, I only see two teams that were above, and the Bengals were one of them. So you really got two bad football teams in the AFC in the playoffs. Lamar's not beating nobody in the playoffs. You could stop crying about Jalen. Well, he didn't play nobody. Neither did Lamar. Russell Wilson wasn't good. Russell Wilson was trash. Didn't deserve to be in the playoffs. For real, if you want to be real. You could stop talking about Josh Allen now because Josh Allen didn't play nobody. He can't beat Burrow and he can't beat Mahomes. But you know he can't beat on? Mason Rudolph. Bo Nix, a rookie. So why are you talking about my quarterback? Sounds like to me, your butt hurt. Your butt hurt because my quarterback can do something your quarterback can't do. Win the Super Bowl. Beat Mahomes. Beat Burrow. Sounds like to me, your quarterback ain't better than mine. So why don't you stop putting your quarterback in the top 10? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. And that's how I get Joe Gigolo right there. Because I said, what did Josh Allen do? What does he do better than Jalen? Who does he beat? Oh, okay. You see, I go deep with this. I can get really disrespectful with some of these teams' fan base, man. Baltimore Ravens fans wouldn't like me. I mean, I don't think they like me now. I don't give a shit. Their quarterback ain't nobody. I'm going to say that now. Their quarterback's a bum in the playoffs. When it comes to elite quarterbacks, Lamar's nowhere to be found. He can't shoot out with Mahomes. He can't beat Burrow. And he can't even beat Josh Allen. So he can't even beat on anybody elite, really. That's literally better than him. He's a bum in the playoffs. Regular season, great quarterback. So let's go back to this list real quick. Your quarterback, let's take a look. I just want to look at the quarterbacks that Lamar's played against. And we're going to compare that to Jalen Hurts. And then we're going to end this. Because I've been talking for a while. And I don't expect people to like what I have to say. I don't really give a shit. We got 7 likes. Appreciate you. Lamar, if it's correct what I say right now, that he's beating Ryan Tannehill, Russell Wilson, and C.J. Stroud, then we can argue, just as well as you can argue with Jalen Hurts, that he played nobody. Yet my quarterback was able to get to a Super Bowl. Your quarterback went home. Okay. So in 2022, you say Jalen Hurts was he carried by Miles Sanders, or did he? And you say he didn't beat nobody. But what did Lamar beat? You look at his resume, 2-4, but can't beat Patty Mahomes. My quarterback can beat anybody in the East. He would have definitely beaten Jared Goff. But that's why they don't want to talk about that. Because they really want us to play the Lions. I know. And they would have got destroyed too. Because you couldn't even beat the Commanders. What makes you thought you were going to beat us? We would have ran down the ball in Detroit on them. I know. Well, you beat Jalen a rookie. No. Josh Allen beat a rookie too. His name is Bo Nix. Well, you beat Daniel Jones. Well, no. Josh Allen beat someone who was close to Daniel Jones. His name is Mason Rudolph. Well, you beat up on a Brock, but no. Russell Wilson beat on some. Lamar beat on someone too. You know his name was? A rookie quarterback, C.J. Stroud. You see how I did that to y'all? Now talk to me. Tell me again your quarterback's better than mine. Because when I could break it down like that, what are you going to say? What they the defense? No. It was about quarterbacks, right? We won't talk about the Giants had a great defense in 2022 till they ran into the Eagles. We won't talk about Brock Purdy's defense was supposedly elite till they ran into the Eagles. No, we go to my quarterbacks. No, you can't do that now. No, don't bring Lamar's versus the defense. No, don't do that. No, you being a hypocrite. Talk about who Lamar has played against. Did he beat Burrow? No. Did he beat Josh? No. Who's he beating? Bums. Russell Wilson's a bum. But you want to talk about he's elite? When? Where? He's beating bums to advance and can't get to a Super Bowl. I know. Josh Allen. Who's he beating? Bums. Like Lamar, who's a choke artist, bum in the playoffs. But it can't beat Burrow and can't beat Mahomes. But beats on Mason Rudolph. Beats the Steelers when they didn't deserve to be there with the quarterback like Mason Rudolph. And beats on guys like Bo Nix. If you don't sit your ass down on somebody and stop paying on my quarterback, your quarterback ain't better than mine. Your quarterback can't beat elite quarterbacks. My quarterback beat elite quarterback. You know who his name was? The guy that keep over him? Jaden Daniels. I played him. My quarterback beat someone who's elite. You know what his name was? Matthew Stafford. Beat him. Shut up. Why can't Josh Allen not be elite? Oh, he's elite when? When? Was it beating bums? See what I can do to y'all? I bet a Bills fan won't comment on that one. Go ahead and tell me Josh Allen's better. Go ahead. And I'll tell you who's he played in the playoffs. Oh, okay. Lamar, who does he play? Oh, that's right. He can't beat Mahomes. But Jalen can. Jalen would take the bottom race to a Super Bowl. Lamar couldn't do what the Eagles did. What Jalen did with the Eagles, sorry. Lamar would struggle against guys like Stafford. Yeah. Stafford would beat him. Yeah. Josh Allen? No. He wouldn't even be able to beat Jordan Love. I promise you that one. And if he did beat Jordan Love, he wouldn't definitely beat Stafford. Stafford would have murdered him. Stafford would have got him. Stafford would officially own Josh Allen. We would be talking about Matthew Stafford beat Josh Allen in the Eagles. But it didn't happen. And Jaden Daniels have definitely gotten Josh Allen if they were met somehow, some way. Lamar would have never made it past the second round. Because he can't even do it with the Ravens. And the Ravens, really, to be honest, all they need is a quarterback that don't turn over the ball. They're not asking Lamar to do too much. They're really not. Lamar's not asked to do too much. All they asked him to do was what Jalen did for the Eagles, not turn over the ball. Yet one quarterback was able to do that, the other quarterback couldn't. But go ahead, talk about Lamar. Talk about his MVP. Yeah, he can't make it to a Super Bowl. But he's elite. When? Where and when? And this is how I get these guys on podcasts every time. Because they can't talk football with me. They can't. They're stupid and they don't know football. They don't know football. They stupid and they're biased and they're haters. Why can't Josh Allen and Lamar beat Mahomes and Burrow? Because they can't. Because he can't. He can't even beat Lamar. Can't even be anywhere near Josh. Josh owns him. The Bills and the Chiefs always get Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Lamar has not played nobody. Stop saying he played anybody. He didn't play nobody. I went through the list. I don't care how good regular season he is. Lamar is 0-1 AFC wildcard. He lost to the let's take a look at Lamar's playoff record, right? Lamar 1/6, 2019, 0-1. Lamar 1-0. Lamar 0-1. So he's lost 2 playoff games. He's been longer than Jalen, and he's lost 2 out of 1 of those playoff games. So he lost the first one as a first-year starter. He then wins one. He loses both times. Mind you, this is a home field advantage. Both times a elite defense that year. The great Lamar. 1-0, he finally gets the Titans. After how many years? Finally gets them. And then he loses to an AFC Championship game. He loses another. He loses. He beats on. Let's take a look. Is it Russell Wilson? He beats on the Steelers. Who was the quarterback? Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson had 270 yards. And they talk about playoffs? Really? Let's really take a look. He beats on the Tennessee Titans. Who was the quarterback? Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill. You really want to discuss this? This is a joke. It looks like, to me, Lamar's being carried. Looks like to me, Lamar hasn't played nobody. Ryan Tannehill, Russell Wilson, not a good resume to me. Not a elite quarterback, according to y'all. This is what you do to Jalen Hurts. So I'm going to do it back to y'all. I'm getting tired of y'all. I'm tired of you goofy-ass people talking about my quarterback. Lamar didn't play nobody. He's beating Russell Wilson and Ryan Tannehill? Tannehill? Who did he lose to? He lost to the Chargers. Phillip Rivers beat him. Phillip Rivers beat him. That's a late quarterback. Phillip Rivers. How old was Phillip Rivers? It don't matter. He beat him. And this is his first year as a starter, by the way. Okay? I don't even count first year. All right, I'm just joking around. But hey, we can go down the list. Now let's take it to 4th year. Because I love how people want to talk about Lamar. I'm tired of that fucking thing. We're going to shut this shit down today. We're going to talk about it. I'm done with them. You want to talk crazy. He beats on, and this is in 2023, he beats on the Houston Texans. Who was the quarterback? C.J. Rookie Stroud. You know, the same quarterback that had a great rookie year that no one wants to give Jalen Hurts credit for, he beats on C.J. Stroud. So he beat on a rookie. So he's been on a rookie, he's been on a washed-up quarterback, and Russell Wilson who only passed for 270 yards, who's a bum, who's washed and is worn out, not the same. He's lost to Phillip Rivers and Ryan Tannehill. Great resume, Lamar. Oh, no, I'm doing that to y'all. Y'all love bringing up Jalen Hurts rookie year. I'm going to do everything y'all do. Remember, he lost to Brady. Lamar lost to Phillip Rivers. Who was a better quarterback? I think it was Brady. I'd rather lose to Brady than Phillip Rivers. Go ahead. Talk about Lamar now. No, let's keep going. Then he loses to the Chiefs 17-10. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go back. Remember, we gotta talk about Lamar more. This what they don't want to talk about. When you break it down, they don't want to talk about this. Lamar beats on the Tennessee Titans. Who's he played? Ryan Tannehill. So you lost to Ryan Tannehill. You beat Ryan Tannehill. You lost to Phillip Rivers. You beat Russell. It sounds like to me you've been playing bums. And you beat on a rookie quarterback. I don't know, man. Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna do it for every quarterback, man. I'm tired of them. Except Justin Herbert because he is no playoffs. So yeah, you beat on Houston. Where's the other one? You beat on the Titans. So you lose to Ryan Tannehill. So you're 1-1 versus Ryan Tannehill. Lamar is 1-1 versus Ryan Tannehill. He loses to Phillip Rivers his first year. Against the Chargers finally win a playoff game with Phillip Rivers as a starter against Lamar. He beats on C.J. Stroud, Ryan Tannehill, Russell Wilson. Okay. Let's keep. Then they lose to the Bills. This is before C.J. Stroud. 27-25. Guess who the quarterback was? Josh Allen. Elite, supposedly. Elite. So Josh Allen, Ryan Tannehill, Phillip Rivers, Russell Wilson beating them. But you want to talk about Lamar better than my quarterback? What? This to me look like a shitty record. Against bum quarterbacks he's beaten. And a rookie quarterback he's beaten. Wow, okay. No, I'm tired of people talking crazy. So we're going to break it. I don't care if people like it or not. I don't give a shit. I'm going to speak facts. I'm not going to speak stupid. I don't speak losers. And that's what we got. We got a bunch of Raven fans talking crazy. And you got a bunch of dummies on media who won't break this down. They won't do it. They don't want to do it. I will do it to them. If they collab with me, I'm going to break it down for them. They won't like it. Oh, look. Lamar Jackson beats on. Oh, yeah, that was Russell Wilson. Sorry. I thought he beat a elite quarterback. Still not finding it. What's Lamar's playoff record? He's 3-5. So I'm sorry. So he's not 2-5, 2-4. He's 3-5. So as they started for the Baltimore Ravens, he playoff games. He's thrown for 10 touchdowns and 7 interceptions with a completion percentage of 6.4. Who gives a shit? Has Lamar ever been to a Super Bowl? No. What is Lamar playoff complete? What is more playoff wins? Lamar has less playoff wins than Josh Allen. And Josh has more playoff wins than he does. All right. So he's lost to the Bills. Josh Allen, he's lost to them. Sounds to me he's not been in the lead in the playoffs. Again, regular season quarterback, terrible in the playoffs. And beats on bums. That you say Jalen is beating on, by the way. It's amazing. Let's talk about Josh Allen now. Let's talk about Josh Allen. This is going to be interesting. In 2020, he beats on, and this is the first year. Since y'all want to do with Jalen, we're going to do with every quarterback. He beats on Deshaun Watson, who's a choke artist. Oh, I'm petty. I can be petty too. You want to be petty on my quarterback? We can be petty. Then Josh Allen beats on Phillip Rivers, an old washed up old man Phillip Rivers. So he's beating on Deshaun Watson, who chokes, not really an elite quarterback. A pretty good quarterback, just didn't have anything around him. Then Bill Bryan, it was Bill Bryan's fault. Josh Allen didn't do nothing. And then he beats on old man Phillip Rivers. Oh, you see how petty I can be? I can be very disrespectful. I can be really petty, just like y'all be petty with Jalen. I'll be petty with y'all. I'll be petty with your quarterback. And then he loses to Patrick, because he's not elite. Because elite quarterbacks beat Patrick Mahomes. He loses to Patrick Mahomes 30-24. So he can't be Patty, but he can beat up on Phillip Rivers, though. He can beat up on Deshaun Watson. Let's keep going. Then he beats on Mac Jones. So wait, he beats on Phillip Rivers. He beats on what? Sorry ass Mac Jones. Where's Mac Jones at, by the way? Oh, he's not there. Oh, see, he beats on bums. So he's beat up on washed up Deshaun Watson, who's in Cleveland right now. He can't beat Mahomes, but he can beat up on washed up Phillip Rivers, a choke artist Deshaun Watson, who was just young and didn't have a coach. And then he beats up on Mac Jones, who really is not a good starter for the Patriots. You see how petty I can be? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that for y'all. Since y'all like doing with Jalen, we can do it. I like doing this. It's my favorite thing to pick on the ones who don't deserve to be in mentions. You know, you want to do with Jalen, we can. And then he beats on. Hold on, is this? So he beats on Mac Jones twice? No, I'm sorry. Never mind. He loses to Mahomes and he beats on Mac Jones. Wow. Yeah, such an elite quarterback. Beat on bad quarterbacks. Not elite to me. You know? Oh, and then by the way, he loses to Patrick again. So he can't beat Patrick, but he could beat Mac Jones, the Patriots bum quarterback that's no longer here. He could beat up on Deshaun Watson, who didn't have a coach, who Bill O'Brien wasn't a good coach for him. You remember, because Bill O'Brien really didn't help Deshaun Watson. So we can argue that. And he beats up on Phillip Rivers. He's not beating anybody elite so far, huh? You know? I'm just saying. He looks like a bum to me. Even though I don't think that's true, I'm just going to do what y'all do. Y'all like doing Jalen? I'm going to do with your quarterback. Oh, that's right. And then he beats on Mahomes. He finally beats Patty after how many years? Oh, no, I'm sorry. He didn't beat Patty. Psych. He lost to Patty again, 36-42. Nope, don't care the excuses. He lost to Patrick. He can't beat a guy. You know, because a rational fan would say it wasn't Josh Allen's fault. You know, even though Josh Allen made a mistake, that defense let him down. But no. I'm going to do what y'all do. Y'all like doing Jalen? Me too. I like doing Lamar and Josh. You know what I'm saying? Because you love favoritism. And me too. I like favoritism with certain quarterbacks, not guys who choke in playoff games. So far, Lamar and Josh Allen look like frauds to me. I don't see anybody elite. So you beat on Phillip Rivers. Wow. Phillip Rivers. Wow. Mac Jones. Wow. Chat, I mean, I'm sorry. Is that elite to me? I don't think so. He beats on Deshaun Watson. Wasn't he in the rookie year? Oh, okay. Josh can be on rookie bonus. Hold on. Let me cook. I'm not done with them. You thought I was done? I'm not done with them. The pettiness has begun. I'm going to be beginning the pettiness now. Oh, then he beats on Tua. So wait, you beat on Tua, who doesn't have anything. I mean, dude, he was injury prone. So an injury prone quarterback who can't stay healthy. You beat up on Tua. You beat up on Mac Jones. You beat up on Phillip Rivers. You can't beat Mahomes to save your life. But you could beat up on rookie Deshaun Watson. Don't look like elite to me. Look like you're a fraud. Because they say Jalen's a fraud. So I'm going to do it to them. You see how I break that down? Does that sound like an elite quarterback to you? I don't think so. It sounds like to me he's not really good. But you want to talk about the AC stack. How's it stacked? I see quarterbacks that don't even deserve to be on. Jalen would kill Mac Jones. Where's this competition I'm supposed to see? So far, I'm seeing bum quarterbacks. Tua Tagovailoa, yeah. But see, a rational fan would be like, great job, Josh Allen. But see, I'm not a rational fan. I'm going to be delusional like y'all. You don't like giving Jalen credit? I don't like giving Josh and Lamar credit. I'm going to do what y'all do. Remember? Because Jalen just beat Mac Jones. Well, you know, Daniel Jones. Well, Josh Allen beat on Phillip Rivers. We could do that for every quarterback since you want to do that. Well, Jalen didn't beat a healthy Brock Purdy. Well, you know what? Josh Allen didn't beat a healthy Deshaun Watson. supposedly. I'm sorry, a great coach, Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien lost that game. It wasn't Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? He didn't beat a healthy Tua. See how I can do that? No, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm just getting started. Oh, and then he beats on Mason Rudolph. So you beat on a bum quarterback. Really, Josh, really. But you can't beat Patty. You can't, but you could beat on Mac Jones. You could beat on Mason Rudolph and Deshaun Watson. But you can't beat on Patrick Mahomes. You could beat on Tua, though. They don't look like elite to me. Yeah, the AC so stacked full of shit. Get out of here with that. AC stack my ass. Sound like bum quarterbacks. Oh, then you lose to Joe Burrow. Josh can't beat Joe Burrow, though, because he loses to Joe Burrow after beating Mason Rudolph. When the quarterbacks got tougher, he lost. Joe Burrow beat him. You know, the guy that goes to Super Bowls? You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Mr. Elite, so-called elite. They don't look elite to me. So wait. So the Bengals beat Joe Burrow. I'm sorry, Joe Burrow beats Josh Allen. And then you beat on Tua again. So wait. Did he beat on Tua twice? Interesting. Interesting. So you can't beat Patty, but you could beat on Mac Jones. So wait, did he beat on the Dolphins twice? Wow. Yeah. He sounds like a fraud to me. I'm sorry. He sounds like a fraud to me. He ain't playing no competition. 17. Oh, so you beat on Mac Jones. I don't see no Tom Brady there. 31-34. Oh, okay. So he's beat on Tua. All right. Let's keep going. Hold up. Keep on clicking out. Let's see. Yep, he can't beat Patty. Patty's always beating him. So he's also Patty 3 times. Then he beats on the Steelers again. He beats on Mason Rudolph. I'm sorry. So wait. Let's talk about it. So he beats on Houston. He loses to Houston Texans. Oh, we forgot that. Deshaun Watson actually beats him. So you lost to Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? So you lose to Deshaun Watson your first year. Then you beat on Phillip Rivers. So you lose to Deshaun Watson. Then you lose to Phillip Rivers. Wait, did you lose to Deshaun Watson? Yeah, you lose to Deshaun Watson 22-19. So rookie Deshaun Watson beat rookie Josh Allen. Oh, okay. And then you beat on, guess who? Lamar Jackson. The elite quarterback, reminds you. And then you beat on Mac Jones. So you beat on bad quarterbacks so far. Because the only quarterback you've beaten so far is, at the time, Deshaun Watson. No, we can't even say that now, because what is he doing now? Because that's what y'all do. Where's Deshaun Watson? Oh, that's right. You know what I'm saying? So you haven't beaten nobody, really. You beat up an old washed-up Phillip Rivers retirement. Not prime Phillip Rivers, a washed-up Phillip Rivers. Josh Allen did that. Sounds like a elite quarterback. And then you beat up on Mac Jones. Yeah, Mac Jones is such elite. Where's he at? Oh, Jacksonville back. Okay. Right. Then you lose to Joe Burrow. That's elite quarterback. You can't even beat him. Sounds like he's a fraud. I'm just saying. That's what y'all do, right? Hey, I'm doing it to y'all. Oh, he beats on Mason Rudolph. Okay, so you beat on Mac Jones, Mason Rudolph, Deshaun Watson. But you can't beat on, I'm sorry, you got to put Lamar. So you can't beat Deshaun Watson, but you could beat on Lamar. You could beat on Mason Rudolph. You could beat on Tua. Sounds like to me your quarterbacks are a fraud, right? Because sounds like to me you haven't played nobody, for real. Right? Because Tua ain't really elite to me. Is Tua elite? Is Tua been elite? No. Has Mac Jones been elite? No. You can't beat Deshaun Watson. You can't beat Mahomes. You can't beat Burrow. Who can Josh beat? Oh, okay. He can beat on Mason Rudolph, who's a quarterback, who's a bum. He's a third-string bum who's a starter. I think he's a starter this year again, fortunately. The Steelers don't even have a quarterback. But you talk about Jalen? Really? Interesting. You can't beat Mahomes. Nope, you can't beat him. I'm looking at it. Josh has never beat Mahomes. I thought elite quarterbacks go to beat winners. I guess he's not a winner after all. Just a regular season quarterback. Nothing special. All right. So wait, Josh Allen 7-6 in the playoffs. Yet his playoff wins are all against bums. Bums. He can't beat elite quarterbacks. Yeah, my quarterback was able to beat elite quarterbacks. But he can beat on Bo Nix. He can beat on Mac Jones. He can beat on Tua. He can beat on Lamar. But they say my quarterback ain't elite. What is your quarterback? What is your quarterback, Buffalo fans? Who's your quarterback? Why does the media continue to make Josh Allen like he's something he's not? He's a bum. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all do to Jalen. Remember, he beat Daniel Jones. Well, he beat Mac Jones. So we beat both quarterbacks named Jones. So I guess Josh Allen ain't elite like Jalen is. How can Josh Allen be on Tua? Tua ain't elite. He can't beat Deshaun. He can't beat Burrow. Who can it beat? Nobody. He's a bum in the playoffs. He's beating bums like Lamar. Lamar can't beat Josh. Lamar can't beat Burrow, but he can beat on Ryan Tannehill. He can beat on Russell Wilson. He can beat on C.J. Stroud. He can beat on Philip. Oh, no, he lost to Philip Rivers. Never mind. Scratch that. Old Philip Rivers beat him. So he only can beat on bums. Washed up quarterbacks. And you want to talk about your quarterback better than mine? Don't ever say that again. Don't say that again. At least talk about your quarterback as a regular season quarterback. Don't talk about my quarterback in the same category when you talk about playoffs. Because they're not alike. Jalen goes to Super Bowls. Your quarterback loses to winners who's been to Super Bowls. I like how that can happen. Quarterbacks don't play defense. Neither did Jalen. Neither did Jalen's defense in 2023. Yeah, y'all blamed him. His rookie year, he didn't play defense. Yet you blamed him. Shut up. I ain't trying to hear that. You say his defense won him to get. No. No, it don't work like that. Sorry. And you a Cowboys fan, you can't talk to me because I can bring up your record. Your quarterback's a bum too. Your quarterback's a loser. Your quarterback's a choke artist. Your quarterback's a bum. My quarterback's better than your quarterback will ever be. Dak's a bum. A bum. And your quarterback had everything around you. You could go sit down with that. Don't even talk about Dak. I'll get on Dak's ass if I had to. Pause. Your quarterback's a bum. 2-7. I keep saying it. Keep saying it. 2-7. 2-7. He's a bum. I'm an Eagles fan. No, you're not. You're not an Eagles fan. You an Eagles fan? You're an Eagles fan? All right, I'm an idiot. How am I an idiot? I'm doing what they do. Jalen wasn't carried. What was he carrying where? In 23? When he was leading his team to a 10-2 record? Was he carried then? Was he carried then when he took his team to a first year as a starter to the playoffs? As a 7-9 wild card. Was he carried then? You know more football than I do. Tell me. Was he carried then? Why can't these quarterbacks do it? I know more about my team than you. No, you don't. You're a fucking fool. Get him out of here. Time his ass out. Send him to the timeout chair. Miles Sanders is a bum. Don't know football. Get your ass off my channel. Miles Sanders is a bum. Where's Miles Sanders at? Miles Sanders is elite? When? When? He's a bum. Send him to the timeout chair. You don't know football. Get the hell out of here. Miles Sanders carried him. In what world? You don't know football. Get your goofy ass out of here. And don't ever claim you're an Eagles fan. JM, you're a Cowboys fan. I know for a fact you are. Get your ass out. If you're an Eagles fan, I don't care. You're an idiot. Said you want to call me an idiot. But yet you're the idiot who think Miles Sanders elite. Miles Sanders elite, he couldn't take the Panthers to a Super Bowl. But Miles Sanders elite. Get the hell out of here. Miles Sanders is a bum. Miles Sanders is a bum. A second-round bum that had a great quarterback around him. Jalen Hurts carried that team in 2022, along with AJ. Sit down and be quiet, dummy. Like I said in the chat earlier, sit there like a little good boy that you is, and sit back and be quiet and let the road fans do the talking that know football. You don't. Sit back like a little good boy that you is, and shut your mouth. Talk about I don't know football, but you told Miles Sanders elite. How the hell was Miles Sanders elite when he came and make a roster spot? Go sit down. Go to the timeout chair now. Put him in the timeout chair. Sit him in the corner with the little kids that he thought I was playing around with. You thought I was playing around with you? You don't know football. Talk about I don't know football. You defense though. Well, Josh Allen don't play defense. No, Josh Allen don't play defense. Did you know what Josh Allen do? Control? Not turn over the ball. You know what Lamar Jackson controls? Not turn over the ball. You saw how Jalen was able to not turn over the ball. Guess what? His defense was able to win, right? His offense was able to succeed, right? Don't turn over the ball. It's simple. It's not hard. Don't turn over the ball when you're in the playoffs. The Ravens are not asking Lamar to throw the ball. They're asking him to do the thing. Don't turn over the ball. Yeah, he turns it over. They're asking Josh Allen to do one thing. Don't turn the ball. Yeah, he turns it over. They're asking Justin Herbert to do one thing. Don't turn the ball. Yeah, he does. Shut up. Now it's defense, right? But what's the defense when I go back in your comments, you weren't talking about defense when it was Jalen Hurts in 2023, right? You were talking about how he's a bum. Shut up. Go listen to Joe Gigolo with your clown ass. Go listen to Dan Sileo. Keep listening to these knuckleheads. You don't want to hear the truth. You want to hear what you want to hear. Jalen Hurts is better than them. Yes, Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen. Yes, he's better than Lamar. Lamar's not better than my quarterback. Sorry, not being biased, the truth. Lamar's a bum in the playoffs. He's beaten bums in the playoffs. He can't beat elite quarterbacks. Neither can Josh. Neither can Herbert. Herbert came and win a playoff game. My quarterback's beaten and outplayed the best. And these quarterbacks can't do it. Shut up. He's beaten Stafford. He's beaten Jordan Love, who Dak can't beat. Shut up. He's beating the best rookie that's supposed to everybody seen, that's hyping him up, in Jaden Daniels. Shut up. Sit down. Be quiet. He's beating Brock Purdy. Remember? Brocky? Get the fuck out of here, man. Better stop. Better stop. Better stop. Better stop and go play with someone else. I don't know who you thought you was. This ain't PG-13 for kids, man. I don't play this game. You're not going to sit there and talk about defense. Defense didn't matter when Jalen was playing, right? In 2023, I bet you were criticizing him. You were, because I remember who you were. I remember. Welcome back to reality. I don't care about defense now. You weren't talking about defense. Remember, Josh was so elite. Well, why didn't Josh get to a Super Bowl? He can't beat nobody but bums. He's a bum himself. When you beat on bums and you're a bum yourself, you're a bum. Josh Allen can't beat quarterbacks that are better than him because he's a bum himself. He has to beat on bums like Mason Rudolph, like Tua, like Mac Jones. He can't beat Deshaun Watson. He can't beat Lamar. I'm sorry. He's beating on Lamar, who's a bum himself too. So he's beating on choke artists and bums. Don't sit there and talk about my quarterback ain't better than him. Stop it. No turnovers because he's throwing the 12 times a game. He's taking a sack every time. When is Jalen Hurts taking a sack? Hold on. Jalen Hurts didn't take a sack every time. Stop lying through your teeth and talk facts. Jalen didn't turn over the ball. Jalen didn't take a sack. When did he take a sack? When? When? Did he turn over the ball? And if he did take a sack, did he put his team in a 10-point hole like Lamar did? Did he throw the pick? I don't care if he take a sack. Did he throw an interception? No. Because he was in the Super Bowl. Where was Lamar? While Lamar was fumbling the ball, Jalen didn't do that. While Josh Allen was fumbling the ball against the Chiefs or not reading a clear blitz by Spags, Jalen did that. Jalen didn't turn over the ball. Ha ha. You mad? Cry. Your quarterback's a bum. He beats on bums. How does it feel to know Josh Allen beats on Mac Jones, but can't beat Burrow, can't beat Pat? No, I'm doing what y'all do. Jalen's beating elites. He's beating Stafford. Oh, okay. It don't count when Jalen does it, right? See how I could get him like that? Now he's going to rep his defense. No, your defense was better than ours. Your defense was the number 1 defense. The Bills had a great defense in 2023. Stop it. You want to put up I got the stat. I'll pull it up right now. You want to? Let's do it. No, let's do it. I'm tired of y'all, bro. We gonna do this today. We can do it. I got the stat right now. I'll pull it up. I got no problem pulling it up. I got it. I know exactly where it is too. You don't want that, but I'll do it. I got no problem sending your ass to the quiet room where your ass can look like a dummy. Let's pull it up. No, I got you, bro. I got you. Give me a second. Let's take a look. In 2021, the Bills, 289 first. 2022, 286, the second best defense. In 2023, 311, the fourth best defense. In 2024, this is Josh Allen, by the way, 368 points allowed. The 12th best defense. You want to talk about Jalen Hurts now? Let's talk about it. In 2025, 385 ranking. I'm sorry, 385 total allowed. The 18th. So Josh Allen, in his first year, had the number 1 defense by James Nagel. This ain't me saying this is a stat. The Bills allowed 289 in his first year. The Eagles, in his first year, Jalen Hurts, a starter, 385 yards. Which one is better? I'll give you a hint. The one in Buffalo. Let's go to number 2. Josh Allen, 2022. They allowed 286 on defense. They were second. Jalen Hurts, 2022, 344, the 9th. By the way, that was the year Jalen Hurts went to the Super Bowl. So wait, your defense was the second and mine was the 9th? Right? Because 2024 under 2022, that was the year we went to the Super Bowl. We had the 9th ranked defense. Y'all had the second. But keep talking about Josh Allen like he's a lead. Go ahead. Make excuses. I want to hear. What? No. He's second. Right? Because that's what it says. We can do this all day. I got it. I got it for you. Got it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. There, read and we bitch. There you go. See? Yeah. Now we gonna talk. No. We gonna talk. I don't want to read your comment. It's probably terrible anyway. I'll read your comment afterwards, after what I say. The 2023, Josh Allen, 311 yards total allowed by his defense. The 4th ranked, Jalen Hurts, 428 yards. Holy shit. The 30th in 2023 ranked defense. That same defense Josh Allen had was a better defense than we had. Yet one was able to carry a team to a wild card. The other one couldn't even get to a Super Bowl. Go ahead and talk about Josh Allen again. Tell me again. What? You don't have a defense? What? No, he don't? 21, 289 first. 200. It sounds like to me you're full of shit. 2022, 286. Oh, second. Oh, okay. 2023, 311. Fourth. So he had the fourth, the second, and the first in 3 of his years as a starter as a Buffalo Bill, and no Super Bowl appearances. That's bad. That's a choke artist to me. That sounds like your quarterback's a problem. And meanwhile, Jalen Hurts had the 18th, the ninth, and the 30th ranked defense. The same year, by the way, Jalen beat Josh Allen in the shootout. Your defense was a lot better than mine that year. Why didn't you go to the Super Bowl? Why couldn't you beat Patty? What was your excuse? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The defense wasn't good enough. I'm sorry. All right, let's get to 2024. Josh Allen, defense loud. Officially, 368. He hit the 12th ranked defense. 2024, 203. We had a better defense that year. We had the second. So he had finally had the one of the worst defense. Wow. But three out of his number one defense. So 3 out of 1 has been elite. So really shut the hell up. Don't talk about your defense ever fucking again. Because your defense, I got it first, allowed 389. You went home. 285 second, you went home. You didn't go to Super Bowl. 2023, that same year where Josh Allen was leading in turnovers, the number one ranked in turnovers by a quarterback, your quarterback had the fourth best defense. My quarterback in 2023 had the 30th. So I'm sorry, not 31. It was 30th. My bad. I'm sorry. Don't talk about your defense again. Your quarterback's a bum. Your quarterback's a choke artist. Go ahead, keep talking. I want to hear what the comments say. It's the worst among all players. Shut up. Shut up. I just read you a stat. Shut up and sit down. You had 3 ranked great defense that you're under Josh, and he choked. Shut up. These are the stats. Don't make up shit now. 90, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You talked about, everybody wants to talk about Josh defense. Your offense was great that year. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Your quarterback's a choke artist. Your quarterback can't pick up a blitz. Your quarterback's a choke artist, man. He beats on bums. Why can't Jalen Hurts would have won a Super Bowl with that defense? You do know that, right? You don't think he would win with that number one defense? Jalen in his rookie year had the 18th and he was able to take him to a playoff game. Where was your quarterback at? Did he go to the Super Bowl? No? Okay. You had your second year, they allowed a total of 286 yards. That was the Bills. We had 344. That was the year we went to the Super Bowl. Why couldn't your quarterback get there? What was holding your quarterback back? It's a lot of excuses to be made, man. I'm tired of that. No excuses. Josh should have got to a Super Bowl. Why can't my quarterback get to a Super Bowl with a bad defense? I'm sorry, with a defense that was a lot worse than yours. We allowed more yards on against other teams than you did, and yet Jalen was able to get to a Super Bowl. But you remember he was carried. Oh, okay. So what was Josh Allen? Was he carried or not? Interesting. All right, let's keep going. I mean, dude, we could do this all day. I got time. We're not going to sit there and make excuses for Josh. We're not doing that. You finally had one of the worst ranked defense after 3 years of having a great lead defense under Josh as the quarterback for the Bills, and he can't even get to a Super Bowl. Shut up and sit down and be quiet. I don't care. Do you know how bad that is considering he throws? I don't care. You told me that he don't have a defense. You lied, knucklehead. I don't care. Josh Allen didn't throw that much last year. There's no excuse for Josh Allen. I keep hearing he don't have a defense. Bullshit. It's bullshit. It's a lie. Hurts had a high level. Fumbles when? In 2023? No, he didn't. Your quarterback was leading in picks and fumbles, bro. You better go stop it. You want to pull that up too? We can. This guy don't know football, man. Send his ass to the timeout chair, man. Get him up out of here. Send him to the timeout chair. Probably a sorry Bill fan. You're not going to win the Super Bowl with Josh. I proved you wrong. Send him to the timeout chair. We don't got time for him. You can't even take facts. I got no time for this, man. I don't got no time for it. We're going to put him in the timeout chair. We're going to continue our way. Go in the timeout chair. You're a Bills fan. I understand. I don't care. Probably he had no – Jalen Hurts had no offense. His offensive line wasn't the offensive line that you saw. We built through that. That ain't my problem. He's elite. He had 3 great defense and he can't win a playoff game. Wins playoff games against bums and can't get to a Super Bowl. I mean, that's pretty good. And I'm tired of them disrespecting my quarterback. So we going to talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? So Josh Allen had a defense. Everybody saying he didn't have a defense. 289 at first, second, fourth, 12th. Jalen Hurts, 18th, 19th, 30th, second. One of those worst defenses that Jalen Hurts had that was not better than Josh, he went to a Super Bowl. So is my quarterback better than yours then? I think so. I mean, if your quarterback can't win with a elite defense, my quarterback can win with a lesser elite defense than your diz. I'm just saying. In 2022, he had 344. His defense allowed 344 yards. And he was ranked 9th. Your defense only allowed 286. No excuses, man. I'm tired of it. I know he probably left. He wanted to hear what he wanted to hear. They can't handle facts, man. You know what I'm saying? They can't handle facts. And it's hilarious how they come out with stupid shit talking about Josh had no defense. No, he did. Stop lying. I just showed you. Josh had the first, the second, the fourth. You can go sit down. Josh is a choke artist, man. There's nothing else to say. He's a choke. There's always going to be an excuse for Josh Allen. It's pathetic, man. It really is. It is. I didn't want him times. You probably can't message because you timed him out. What was Josh Allen's sack rate? What was Jalen Hurts' sack rate? Who cares? Look, bro, you make an excuse at this point, man. You acting like Josh Allen was the most sacked quarterback. He wasn't. He wasn't. That was Patty Mahomes. Try again. Again. Stop it, man. Stop. Go sit down now. And now you're saying he needs a raw offensive line. Then he's not elite, right? Because every time when Jalen Hurts has an offensive line, you complain. You were one of those fans that complain he gets everything around. But yet Josh Allen needs an offensive line. This is what we do. It's why I can't take them seriously, man. Passer rating rank, no 5. It's according to PFF. I'm tired of these losers, man, talking. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFL, man. It's not even fucking close, bro. I'm not going to argue. Jalen Hurts versus Mahomes, 525 passing yards, 142. I mean, come on. He's outplayed Mahomes in the Super Bowl. And Josh came and outplay him in the playoff game. Come on, man. Go sit down, bro. He's a choke artist. He's a choke artist. He will never win his. He is what he is, man. He's not better than my quarterback, man. Until he wins Super Bowl, you ain't going to compare him to mine. You're not. And your defense was way better in the last 3 years under Josh Allen than it is with Jalen Hurts as the Eagles' defense. Under Jalen Hurts as the Eagles' defense. Sorry. Your defense was a lot better with Josh Allen in the last 3 years. The only time it was last year. And that's because he got paid a lot. But when they didn't pay him and he was still in his rookie year, he had elite defense around him until he got paid. You know what I'm saying? But he had receivers, and one of his offensive linemen, a couple of his offensive linemen is legit. You're not going to sit there and talk about his offensive line. His offensive line is fine. He holds on the ball way too much, man. But okay, keep going. Keep going. Excuses continue. This is the fact. You don't like facts, and that's fine. You don't have to like facts. I'll show you the facts. There you go. See? That's not me saying this. This is what they're saying. Now go sit down. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. I think a Bills fan was sexually abused. Hold on. Why is music playing? There we go. So I had to turn it down. I don't want to get copyright. Let's do this. Fuck, baby. Where is it at? There you go. All right, screw it. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to put the volume on. I mean, look at this clown. I miss watching Josh Allen play football. Look at this clown. And what did they show? I miss watching Lamar choke in playoff games. You know, so I miss watching Joe Burrow play football. I miss watching Jaden. I miss watching Saquon. Don't mention Jalen Hurts playing football. Like, these guys are losers, man. Every single one of them. Fucking losers. The ones who like talk about Lamar and Josh, okay, well, they don't go to Super Bowls. I mean, look at this clown, man. Look what he says, man. Hold on, let me pull up this clown, Joe Giglio, man. Hold on, let's see what we can find, man. Let's see what we can find. I haven't subscribed to Nussified. Okay. I'm about to find this knucklehead. This knucklehead told me. This knucklehead said, hold up. I just want to see. I want to show how stupid they are, man. Hold on, give me a second. This clown right here. I want you to take a look at this knucklehead when he talks.
Here's clubhouse. The players can't run the clubhouse.
Oh, my fault. No,
but I got, and so I don't think they could trade him. I mean, there's only I need to talk to everyone out there, every one of you. But Elliot, number one, Jalen Hurts. I mean, I know I was in the car yesterday.
Look how stupid he sounds.
I just want you to take us through your thinking as you got there. How is he above Saquon Barkley? Like,
Look how they talk.
Not as good of a player.
Look how they talk.
So I'm not watching the YouTube right now. Do you have your doctors going again?
I did not today.
No, to diagnose me? No, because I actually think in some ways you're the one that needs the diagnosing and has the amnesia.
Well, I was called a quack yesterday. I was called.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember the Super Bowl? Like, it did happen.
Very well. Do you remember weeks? I don't know, like the 6, 7, 5, 3, when the 1 through 4.
I do.
Okay.
I do, but you know what? Where have we gotten to as a media and as a media base and a fan base where we are prioritizing weeks 6, 7, 3, and whatever as much as we're prioritizing the Super Bowl? For as long as I have been in Philadelphia, there are two things that have mattered more than anything else. One, the quarterback of the Eagles, and two, the postseason. And if you want to say we're exaggerating on the postseason, ask Joel how much the postseason means, because Joel has been an extremely dominant regular season player, but I guarantee you, if I asked you on any given day what you think of Joel, you would say his career is remembered for losing in the postseason.
Yes.
So the hypocrisy for you to now prioritize the regular season over what Jalen did in the postseason goes against.
Elliot, come on, bro. Cook on.
So it's not hypocrisy.
Look at this clown. Look how stupid he sounds.
This is where the amnesia.
You just brought up week 6 and 7 when I said he won the Super Bowl.
Well, how about this? How about week 19 or whatever the heck the divisional round was? Elliot,
in a snowstorm.
Acting as if every playoff game was dominant. He was
in a snowstorm.
They got knocked out by
oh my God! It's
7 sacks.
This guy talking about divisional round. He was in a snowstorm.
Take him out of field goal range. That happened.
Look how stupid he sounds.
The Super Bowl.
You're right.
So when we say postseason, we're lumping everything in. He was not very good in the Rams game. I think we all know.
In a snowstorm.
Probably the biggest
and he was
reason
hurt.
we're not going to move on if not for Jalen Carter's sack. So I can't just pretend it's all great when the postseason was just like the regular season. He has ups and downs.
Nobody's asking you to pretend. No one's asking you to figure it
out. I just want to know what hold on. Hold up. This man brought up the division round. What you mean in the snowstorm? What'd you think he was supposed to do? Throw the ball? I can't believe that he said that, man. This is why I hate the fucking media. Are you really that serious that you forgot how bad it was outside? Did you not go to? I mean, you couldn't go outside. It was that bad. I remember because I tried to go out and say, bro, I had to shovel the whole damn walkway. It was snowing. What did you think he was supposed to do? Throw the ball in the snow? While he was on one leg, apparently, injured? What? The stupidity from that knucklehead. And Elliot should have hit him with this one. This is why I don't understand what Elliot didn't do this. What did you think he was supposed to do in the snowstorm? Why do people think that what was he supposed to do in the snowstorm? It was snowing. Have you played football in the snow? It's not easy. I'm sorry that you think it's Madden. It's not easy. It's a snowstorm. It's cold. The ball is hard as a rock. This knucklehead don't know football, man. And he wanted to, and this guy's on WIP talking. How did he get a job? You can't tell me that Jalen didn't play good in the division round. He didn't turn over the ball. He was accurate when he needed to be. When did he turn over the ball? Okay, he got a safety. Okay, because he couldn't run. Maybe he was hurt. What'd you think he was supposed to do? This is why I hate dumb people. Dude, the Jalen Hurts didn't play good in the division. It was snowing. What did you think he was supposed to do? Pass for 355 yards in the damn snow? When he was hurt and he couldn't run? He couldn't run. When did we become this stupid as Philly media, man? When did we become this dumb? It's what we criticize him because he didn't play good in the division round. Motherfucker, the whole team didn't play good in the division round. You want to be real. A.J. Brown did not play good in division. Do we criticize him? No, we didn't. No, we do not. Devontae didn't play good in the snow. The only one who was electric in the snow was Saquon. Everybody played like shit in the damn snow. You fucking moron. You bald head, Lex Luthor, goofy ass fucking clown. Huh? It's what you is, a clown. Until he sacked 5 times because he was hurt. Sit him to the timeout chair. He was hurt, knucklehead. Did you remember that play when he got hit? He was hurt. Learn football. Tell me he was sacked 5 times because he was hurt. He wasn't sacked 5 times when he was healthy, though. You fucking idiot. This is why this is the dumb shit that I can't stand. If you're gonna make a comment, learn facts. Why was he sacked 5 times? Could it be because he couldn't run? I'm just saying. Could it be the fact that he was on one leg, limping? He couldn't put pressure on it because he was hurt. You dumbass, dweeb, nerd. You're probably a goofy that don't know football, talking with no facts. He was hurt. You fucking idiot. I'm sorry you don't have any common sense in your lifetime. Learn football. If you can't run, how the hell are you supposed to get away from a defense? Of course he was sacked 5 times after he got hurt. Or was he sacked when he ran for that touchdown? No, he was not. We were on a move, Ashley. When he got hurt, that's when we started slowing down. Dumbasses like that piss me off. If you're going to make a comment like that, do your research. You got a phone. Type in, what was Jalen Hurts' stats before he got hurt? Oh, okay. Scoring a touchdown. Knucklehead. It's fucking dweeb. Fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, seriously, man. If you're going to make a dumb comment like that, learn football. Please. He was sacked 5 times. When? Was that after he got hurt? Yeah, it was. Duh. I'm sorry that you have no brain cells. I'm sorry you don't know football. Like I said to the other person, go back and be a good boy and sit back in the fucking back and let the real fans do the talking. You don't know football. Sit your ass down somewhere. Be a good boy and sit back and be quiet. Like Joe Gigolo. He didn't play good in the division round. It's snowing. What are you supposed to do? You fucking moron. And he was hurt. He got injured. And it was snowing. You couldn't see the field. A.J. Brown said it was the worst playoff game he's ever been on. Because it was bad. I'm sorry Joe Gigolo's never played sport in his lifetime. That was the dumbest thing I've heard in my lifetime. Shit, like, seriously, man. It's the Dumbest shit I've ever heard in my lifetime. Jalen Hurts won the game. It don't matter. Hold up. Specific first half performance. Jalen Hurts rushed for 67 yards, passed for 66 yards while being sacked 4 times. For broadcast statistics, here's breakdown. Jalen Hurts first half 15, 1,556 yards. 1,556 yards in the first half. Pretty good. Last 2 minutes before, and this was after he got hit, where he started feeling his knee wasn't, when we knew this was the injury. 425, that's when he couldn't move anymore. So before that, he was putting up 15,506 rushing yards on him. The first performance, Jalen Hurts was rushed for 67 passes, rushed for 67 yards, and passed for 606 yards while being sacked 4 times. And that was after he got hit. Dumbasses like that don't do research. Here, look, Google. It's your friend. Google the dumb shit that before you open your mouth and say. See how easy it was to Google a little tiny little stat, and lo and behold, it pops up. Like I said, be a good boy and sit back in the fucking background like a dummy that you are. Be an absolute jabroni and sit back and shut up. Hurts had a bad roster last year. Who said anything about Hurts had a bad roster last year? Who is you? Who said anything? Did I say he had a bad roster last year? I said in 2023 he did when he took the team to a playoff game. Who said anything about who in the world did I say Jalen Hurts had a bad roster last year? Who said that? Did Josh Allen have a bad roster when he had elite defense for the last 3 years on his roster? First, second, and fourth? The better defense that we had with Jalen? Did he have a bad defense? Was his roster bad? What about Lamar's when he had everything around him like OBJ and all that? Was it bad then? What about Derrick Henry when they added to him? Shut up and sit back and be a good boy. Get him up, send him to the timeout chair. Be a good boy and sit back and shut the hell up. Be a little good boy that you is. Sit back and shut up and learn football. Coming in and talking crazy. Who said anything about that? Get your ass out of here, man. Send him to the timeout chair. Put him in the corner room. Put him in the corner. Got time for that nonsense. Dumb shit I've ever heard in my life. Who said anything about Jalen? No, Jalen had a good roster. But you still need a quarterback to win. Look at Baker Mayfield and the Browns. They had a great roster. Did they win? No. You need a quarterback to win the game. I don't know why it's so hard for people not to understand that. You still need a quarterback to win the football game. The quarterback still has to make decisions. And they got to be able to be smart with the football, which Jalen was. I can't believe I'm talking to morons, especially when you're supposed to know football, because you comment on here acting like you do. You still need a quarterback to win. You need a quarterback to get you to a Super Bowl. You can't just get a guy and poof, you're a Super Bowl team. No, it don't work like that. Rosters still need a guy to be the motivator like Jalen. They still need a guy that can lead them. If you don't got a quarterback, you end up like the Browns, like Baker Mayfield. With OBJ, Jarvis, look how much talent they had. Where did they go? Oh, okay, rest of my case. Dumbasses like that. Now go sit there and be a good boy in a timeout chair. Be a good boy and sit back and shut up now. Dumbass. I'm sorry, I'm tired of these trolls, man. I'm going to troll them the way I'm not being nice to them. Fuck that. We ain't going to be nice to them anymore. No offense and defense. Joe Burrow had wide receivers core and top running back. Yeah, he did. Did he win? No, okay. He still also, yeah, exactly. That's why clowns like that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just amazing how people don't know football. They expect Jalen Hurts to throw in a snowstorm. Well, motherfucker, it's not going to happen. Why would you throw in a snowstorm? It was snowing. You're not throwing 355 in a fucking blizzard. I'm sorry. And if you are, you're going to end up like Josh Allen. Oh, that's right. They did throw it. They lost. You end up like Tua, the Miami Dolphins. They threw it. They lost. In a snowstorm. You run the ball, not throw it, knucklehead. You understand football? Have you ever played football? Have you ever been near a football game? Have you ever walked outside and tried to catch a football in the damn snow? It's not easy. Throwing a football in the snow, tell me how it goes. Next time when you see a snowstorm, go outside and throw a football. And you tell me how hard it is. Then if you get it right, then you can tell me all about how Jalen should have threw the ball. But today, shut up. And be a good boy, like I said, and sit back in the damn timeout chair and learn your football. Before you open your mouth and say some stupid shit like, Jalen should have threw for... Jalen should have what? Jalen didn't turn over the ball. Shut up and sit down. Idiots like that make me mad. Like Joe Gigolo. He didn't play good in the division round. Knucklehead. He was hurt and it was a blizzard. He didn't play good. He didn't turn over the ball. He won the game. How did he not play good? He scored a touchdown. You fucking moron. You don't know football, Joe Gigolo. Fucking clown. That guy's a clown. Really? He didn't play good in division? Oh, could have fooled me because he got the W. Did he turn over the ball? No. When did he not play? When was he supposed to play good? When he was hurt? He was injured. Dummy. Jesus Christ, man. I can't believe we actually idiots on radio station not saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can never sit next to him. I would have to curse him out, man. Like these are the guys that I would have to respectfully curse them out. Or I would have to I would have to walk over there and just slap. Like all you would have to see me do is just like that. That's the only thing you have to. I would just have to slap him because there's no way you can be this dumb. You want Jalen Hurts thrown in the damn snow? Really? In what world would that work? When we tried it, remember we tried to throw the ball in the snow. It didn't work. Remember AJ dropped the touchdown? So that's how you know they don't watch the fucking games. Because they always he didn't throw the ball in the snow. They did. They tried. It didn't work. That's why they ran the ball instead. That's why they told Jalen Hurts Jalen Hurts pretty much changed up the game plan. They tried it. It didn't work. AJ dropped the touchdown. Devontae dropped the ball. It was snowing. And that's how you lead to turnovers. Ask Matthew Stafford how that worked. Oh, right. He went home. He didn't go to no NFC Championship game. He wasn't hosting. The Eagles were. And Jalen. Fucking idiots, man. Don't know football. And just clearly don't know what they're talking about. You talk about Josh. I don't care what Josh Allen needs to know. Okay. Respectfully, I just don't care. I mean, I don't know if you're trying to brag about that or you just saying that. I mean, you might be just be saying that. But if you're bragging about it, who cares? He's a loser in the playoffs. We already established that. 3 elite defense back to back, and his first year as contract kicker, and he finally don't have a defense, and he can't even get to a Super Bowl. He's a loser. He's a choke artist. Josh Allen's a choke artist. He beats on bums. Lamar's a bum, and he's a choke artist. You see it common? Every time they put a elite quarterback, they're bums in the playoffs. They don't win. They're bums in the playoffs. They beat guys like Mason Rudolph. They beat on guys like Russell Wilson. Can't beat Burrow. Can't beat Mahomes. Can't even beat just Deshaun Watson. Josh Allen's lost to Deshaun Watson. He lost to 3 elite quarterbacks. And they talk about he can be on the man. Come on, man. He would have lost Matthew Stafford and Jane Daniels. He would have been owned. I don't think he would even be able to be the best quarterback in the division. I think honestly, Josh Allen wouldn't be able to win a Super Bowl in Philadelphia. He's not Super Bowl material. He's not. He's not going there. Not bragging. I'm saying that. Okay, I didn't understand. I appreciate that. I'm sorry about that. My fault. My fault. Eagles for life. I mean, yeah, they criticize him for the shit that they do with these other quarterbacks, man. These other quarterbacks allow to get passes, why this guy gets hated on, and it's their own media. Joe Giglio saying, "Well, he didn't play good in division round." Knucklehead, it was snowing. What did you want him to do? Try to force the ball in the goddamn snow, and then you would be pissed that he lost the game for y'all. Then you'd be saying he's a bum. So now you sitting there saying he didn't play good enough. Well, I'm sorry, he scored a rushing touchdown. He didn't turn it over. But if he threw the ball and he got picked, you'd be more pissed the fact that he blew a game. We'd be calling him a bum. But he's a bum anyway you look at, because according to them, he didn't play good enough. Oh, okay. So when he plays, he plays to win, it's not good enough. But if he turned it over like Josh and Lamar, we'd be criticizing it. We'd be saying we might need a quarterback. I wouldn't be, but there a lot of Eagle haters would have been, especially Jalen Hurts haters. Jalen Hurts sucks. Get rid of him. Bench him. That's what they'd be saying. As soon as he throws a pick in the snow, Jalen Hurts is a bum. He can't read the defense. But when he don't, it's not good enough. Shut up. Joe Giglio don't know what he's talking about. Well, he didn't play good in division round. He didn't play. I'm sorry. I think he played great in the division round. He didn't turn over the ball. He didn't force the ball when he needed to. I'm sorry, when he didn't need to. He gave the ball to Saquon when he had to. He made sure he could read the defense and understand where the defense was coming from. He took a sack but didn't force a fumble. I'm sorry, didn't cause a fumble. Meanwhile, your boy Matthew Stafford had a fumble and lost the ball. The running back fumbled. But you want to talk about Jalen. If you don't go sit down and shut up, asinine comment right there by Joe Giglio. If you didn't go back and watch. I played you him and Elliot Shore Parks. There's a whole, they had a whole segment, and it was just stupid. And his buddies is dummy too. He over there talking, Jalen Hurts didn't play good in division round. Knucklehead, it was snowing. I can't believe we're even fucking talking about this. It's fucking common sense. Like I said, be a little good boy in the back and shut up and learn football. Be a good boy, sit in the fucking back and learn what you're talking about. And let the real fans do the talking and know actually sports. Because you don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. Now, love how they say divisional round. Yeah. Like Jalen Hurts supposed to throw for 300 yards in the goddamn snow. How did that work for Josh? Huh? How did it work for Lamar? Oh, okay. Get out of here, man. Stupidest shit I've ever heard in my lifetime. What'd you want him to do? Throw when he was hurt? And we tried to throw the ball. Again, it didn't work. Do you know how hard snow can come down? This ain't Madden. I don't know why people act like getting Madden. Because in Madden, you can throw the ball all you want. But in real life, it's hard as a rock to catch. And it's hard to throw the ball when it's solid as a rock. I'm sorry. These people don't know. They clearly didn't play football. Because how are you going to criticize the quarterback that's playing in the blizzard? It was snowing. And this stuff like said, Jalen Hurts played great in the snow. He didn't turn over the ball. He didn't cost his team points. The only thing he cost maybe was a safety. By then, we were up. We didn't ask Jalen Hurts to come back. I'm sorry. Never mind. Not come back. Jalen Hurts didn't throw a pick six. Jalen Hurts didn't throw an interception. Did he fumble? No. Shut up. Stop complaining. Be grateful that you have a quarterback that don't turn over the ball. Be grateful. You ungrateful ass, some of you Eagle fans. Shut up. Be grateful. You ungrateful ass Eagle fans, some of y'all. I'm getting really tired of y'all. Be grateful you have a Super Bowl MVP because you could have Donovan McNabb again like Lamar Jackson. You can have a Josh Allen that has great numbers in the regular season. Can't win big games. You think he'd be in Stafford? I don't think so. We just looked at Josh Allen's player record. He's beating bums. He's not special. And he has elite 3 top defense back-to-back. And then last year he had a horrible defense. Still can't get him to Super Bowl. We couldn't get him to Super Bowl when he had a defense that was great. The second, and the fourth ranking. So he had the first, the second, the fourth, and can't get him to a Super Bowl. Loser. That's what he is. don't care about his regular season MVPs. I don't care. What do you do in the playoffs? Nothing. You can't beat Mahomes. You can't beat Burrow, and you can't beat Deshaun. But you're better than my quarter? Get out of here. Bye. The Eagles had 4 playoff games, not just 1. Yeah. People don't know football. They don't. They don't. And Joe Giglio is one of them. Joe Giglio should not be talking football. Stick to baseball. Every time that guy opens his mouth, it's something stupid. Whether it's him trying to say we should trade up Drew Carter and trade A.G. Brown. Remember that? Remember that? And then him saying that Jalen Hurts didn't play. It's just some stupid shit he always says. Just doesn't shut up. Someone needs to go and just duct tape his mouth. Just duct tape it. Make sure it's tight so he can't open his mouth and say stupid shit. This goofy ass bald head Lex Luthor, weirdo looking like the character from Benatar. Not Benatar. That's a band. What is it? The goofy character the bald head looking like one of those what is it? Benatar? Not Benatar. What is it? Where they're able to bend a spoon back. It's some superhero movie. What is it? Is it Benatar? It might be. What's that movie where they had the bald head dude that has a, you know what I'm saying? Like what is it? Not Avatar. What's the other one? It might be Benatar. I don't remember. But it's like some action movie. Look like one of those characters, man. Looks like a bald head, fucking Lex Luthor, pinhead, small glass, fucking goofy ass geek that don't know football. A 4-eyed weirdo. You goddamn bald head, Lex Luthor from Superman. If you don't go sit your ass down, Joe Giglio. Talk about he didn't play good in division round. In the snow, when he was hurt, they tried to throw the ball. He didn't. I'm tired of repeating myself, man. I can't believe that idiot said that. Joe Giglio, this is why I don't listen to this knucklehead. The only guy I listen to is Broads. I listen to Broads, that's it. I can't listen to these other idiots, man. I listen to sports talk. I listen with Broads. Broads the only one that's realistic. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. This is why no one wants to listen to WIP. This is why the players don't like him. This is why A.J. Brown said what he said. Y'all are toxic. Look how they treat Jalen. A Super Bowl MVP. You didn't give this to Nick Foles. What you want to do to Jalen? Really? Did you say Nick Foles played bad? Were you discrediting his Super Bowl performance when he played against the Falcons? When he was trash? No, you weren't. These guys are biased. The guys are haters. These guys clearly have some racism going on. Because clearly they love to talk about Nick Foles, how great he is. They won't talk about how bad he was with the Falcons in the wild card, where he was all over the place. But they want to talk about Jalen. Huh? Chase Daniel shouldn't be talking. No, he definitely should not be talking. A guy that's never did anything but be a clipboard holder. I mean, dude's a clipboard holder. He's a clipboard holder. He's a backup. That's all he was. Never went to a Super Bowl. Never did anything. Never started. But yeah, he talks like he's an expert. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. We've been here for a while, man. Tell everyone subscribe. 6:10 p.m. Yeah, bums don't have a right to talk. No, they don't. I don't think any bum who has. If you ever want a Super Bowl, you shouldn't even talk about Super Bowl MVP. There's certain quarterbacks you should not be talking. Chase Daniel shouldn't even talk about any of them. Chase Daniel should not even be on network. He needs to be unemployed like he was in the NFL. Nobody wanted him. Why do people want to listen to him? What is there to listen to? He's a hater. He's a bitter 40-year-old trash bum that's been a clipboard holder. It's always these bums that talk, man. But don't talk when it comes to playing football. They suck and they just be fading away. But when you want to talk football, they love to talk about what they would do. But you can't do it on a football field. It's amazing. Same quarterback that lost his quarterback. Yeah, exactly. Carson Wentz started over him. And Patrick Mahomes, made him a backup, and that's all he was. He's a bum. He's a bum, man. He's a bum. That guy was a joke. Oh, my God, man. It is what it is, man. It's your boy, Siwana. Anyway, man, I got nothing else to say, bro. Jalen Hurts is Super Bowl MVP, and still Super Bowl champions. Yep, yep. Super team. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's all Philly over here, man. Cry, whine, do whatever you want. Jalen's a better quarterback than your quarterback. You mad? You big mad? Cry, cry more, cry more. Every time I see y'all, I just like your tears. Give me your tears, man. Give me your tears. Jalen is a Super Bowl MVP. Jalen is a Super Bowl MVP. Jalen is a Super Bowl MVP. Your quarterback isn't. Your quarterback is 2-4. Your quarterback is what, 5-7. Your quarterback's a bum. Your quarterback's a bum. It's the truth. Truth hurts. Your quarterback don't need excuses. He needs to hold himself accountable. But yet you give him excuses. He's a bum. I don't care what the NFL media says. He's a bum. Lamar's a bum in the playoffs. Josh Allen, bum in the playoffs. He beats on bums. So it is what it is. Same quarterback lost his job to Carson Wentz. For sure. I read that. Yeah. And I'm out. Go Birds. Super Bowl MVP. It is what it is. Cry more.